Well, this has been an interesting night so far. Schmeckel's unavailable, and Nana is taking a break. It's just me, Leaf, and the artist, Samaj. What's going
I,
on, everybody? This is the Cut Stream.
Ahoy, hoy.
We don't really have much to talk about tonight, but Samaj did
Well,
bring up that shitty ass fucking Crunchyroll thing. I don't know if
well,
anybody's heard of it.
yeah, and to be fair, though, you'll also be heavily medicated throughout this whole thing. So if we hear like a drool or something, then we know what's going on there. You did just have some surgery yesterday.
Yeah, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was actually Thursday. I had
Oh,
surgery on Thursday, and it was
right.
for my shoulder. I could not move my fucking shoulder for like 2 days, or I couldn't move my arm at all for 2 days, which was interesting. But yeah, this is that piece of dung crap.
Now, excuse me if I just take a quick moment to. We knew this was coming. Anyone who knows what's been going on with the state of cartoons, you knew this was coming. So you'll notice in the likes, dislikes, the ratings have been disabled, and if you scroll
Because
down,
yeah,
comments have also been disabled. Gee, I wonder why that is. Um, there have
actually
been
didn't even look at the trailer thing for it. So
Well, it's not a trailer. See, the thing is, it's not even a trailer. I don't know if you know this, but this is a show created by a very diverse crowd. Very
of
diverse.
all the
Yeah,
fat white
What
teeth,
what what?
so
Super
fucking
diverse.
ugh.
I
So
love how they always say it's diverse, but there's only one demographic there. There's a it's we
Their
have the
neck
most
has
diverse group ever. It's just chicks. It's nothing but chicks.
well, okay, here's what they said. That the it's 50% men and women working on the project, but the writers' room is 100% women. Now, I last time I checked, diversity means diversity, and a writers' room of all one gender is kind of the opposite of diversity. On top of all that, they had pictures of the writers' room. Here's the only one male. Bad still there, but I mean, yeah. But they had pictures of the writers' room, uh, and it's all women and glasses apparently. So it's not it's
Do
the
you
opposite.
have colorful, stupid, rainbow-esque hair with glasses and are clearly overweight? Come join our writer staff.
I believe
Just
yeah.
why?
I believe that the this lady here, I think she worked at Marvel for a book series and was immediately fired because of really low sales. And I mean, I think because usually, like, even if you get like 5,000 book sales at Marvel, they'll let you keep going for a little bit. I think she was below 5,000. Yeah, no, you're obviously not staying.
You want to see something sad though?
What?
Now, I don't know if this is actually true. I really don't know if it is true. But I have been told by the Yellow Flash that this is a before and after of her.
Really?
The one on the left is her. The one on the right is her currently.
That's
I,
just so depressing. That is so fucking depressing.
Right?
Wow.
I, I,
Oh
I
my
certainly hope not. I hope you're getting trolled there,
I kind of
because
hope I'm getting trolled too, to be honest. Because if it turns out that that really is the same person, I'm just gonna start asking a whole lot of questions. Like, wait, but what
God.
happened?
I've seen this happen a lot of times. There's been a lot of really really pretty girls, and then they kind of go a little bit too far to the left, and there's drastic changes. A lot of weight gain. They do this dumb shit with their hair. Like it's sad. It's really sad to watch. I actually watched a girl go from to being really really pretty and cute to turning into something similar, except she didn't gain weight. She just decided to, split her tongue, get a whole bunch of piercings, and claim to be pansexual. Yeah, it was.
I just typed her in.
Oh, that was actually another thing that I found hilarious. I found absolute. Oh, that really is her. Oh no.
What?
Oh, Samaj. What happened? What happened, Samaj?
Well, a couple things happened. I saw her briefly looked at her Wikipedia thing there, and then it said she's a Canadian creator. I went, oh no.
That explains a lot.
Canada's a bad place. And I look at this tattoo, and that's a Sailor Moon transformation pen of some sort. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
The signs are all there, and like she's a very lovely lady, and then she had an infection.
That's kind of where it started. Oh,
well, no. I'm just saying, like she had an infection. Oh yeah, Hellcat. That's the book that she worked on. That's that one with the really low sales. The one that they were promoting, like a great deal about women creators and at Marvels and all that kind of stuff. No one talks about Hellcat anymore. She doesn't exist.
So Hellcat got completely derailed and hijacked by SJWs, and it just destroyed the character so entirely that it's gone now.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Now, you look at the art style being presented in this Hellcat book, and let's just say you juxtapose it to this new show that Crunchyroll is doing, this creators related show. Let me give me a moment here to bring that up again. And you get a certain connection, a certain feel, a kind of Cal Artsian look to the whole thing.
I wonder what's happening here.
Dude, it's like it's Thundercats all over again. The difference is
no, it is not Thundercats all over again. You take that back right now. You know exactly why this is not Thundercats all over again, because Thundercats was an original fucking cartoon that actually came out in the 1980s that got fucking hijacked recently to Thundercats roar. Fuck you. This, at least on its surface, is supposed to be an original idea.
So where I draw the lines of similarity is that this is supposed to be the most accurate, or ish is the key word I'm using here. It's supposed to be like American anime.
Nope.
So it's like American doing anime.
Oh no.
And it doesn't seem that way. You can tell just by looking at that they failed right out of the gate.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is the epitome of anime style with Western artistry and all that shit. Basically, the fusion of the East and the West into one brilliantly made cartoon. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Thank you.
Well, if I had to say, and I find it to be absolute cringe, was the original Teen Titans show. They very heavily tried to make that very anime influenced in the animation and the expressions and all the other kind of stuff. To me, as a fairly long term anime fan, it was cringe of the highest quality. That's why I didn't like Teen Titans. That's why I unfairly didn't give Teen Titans Go at least a try, even though I probably should. After I did watch the movie, and that movie was cringe as well, but it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, to be honest, everybody knew what they were getting themselves into when it came to the original Teen Titans cartoon series, because the fucking title intro, in and of itself, is basically an anime intro. They basically went to Japan and said, we need a pop star or a pop duet, and to make an intro song. That's it. There you go.
I can't deny that the original Teen Titans theme song was catchy, and I didn't mind it. If anything, it's the only thing about the show I actually liked. I was a big fan of Justice League and Batman the Animated Series. I was a big fan of all that. And here comes Teen Titans, and they do this anime-esque style that felt like a terrible fan art. In fact, it felt more like anime fan art than anything else, and that's why I just couldn't get behind it.
Okay, but that's not exactly the point. Okay, so you didn't like the Teen Titans cartoon because it was too anime-esque.
Well,
fair enough. But again, I did point out Avatar: The Last Airbender, the epitome of the fusion of East and West in one show of brilliance.
Well, yes. I mean, there have been combinations of things in the past. Like the original Thundercats was animated in Japan, but the story and some of the I think some of the character designs were done in America.
Yeah.
So I mean that was also another little combination as well. So I mean, it's not like it's a new concept, but this is one of the few times where they tried very hard to make, like going back to High Garden Spice, they're very much going to be like an original American anime, and it was a failure of an attempt. In my humble opinion, this is Steven Universe. It's the CalArts art style. You can see it in the faces. And of course, if you ever saw the trailer, which we should talk about a little bit more about the diversity. I didn't do a count as how many times the word diversity was used in this trailer. It was used a lot. So yeah,
I don't think they know what that word means anymore.
they've gone off the reservation. I think that they don't realize where they are right now. They forgot what the internet is. And like I mentioned earlier, like every other project of this kind, I mean, the likes and dislikes have been disabled, and so have the comments. None of this is surprising. This is like, how many times has this happened? How many times does this have to happen?
Once a month now, apparently.
yeah. God damn.
It just feels like every single month, like it's now August. What new CalArts bullshit am I going to be subjugated to? What new thing am I going to have to fucking look at and say, no, get that the fuck out of here? The only credit I give High Garden Spice is that original cartoon. Good for you. You've come up with an original. Wait a second. Actually, Samaj, wasn't there something you told me off air before we went live?
Me and Leaf had actually mentioned this, that this is actually based off a webcomic. And I was unaware of this, but apparently this is a webcomic from Tumblr, or at least so the rumor goes. I actually haven't looked it up. We just started talking about this. And it's not exactly original. It's not exactly anything, really. But I've also heard that the original creator is not happy with the turnout of this particular subject because it's very heavily politics based. Now, granted, maybe the original is too. Maybe the original comic is like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably will go in and try to find it and look for it and all that. Although I will say, when typing this into various different search engines, so I wanted to actually find the original trailer, which there is none. As far as I can tell, there's no trailer yet. But every time I try to look for it, all I get is recipes involving large amounts of spice. So that's not really all that useful. Hey, Leaf, you there? Oh, I get it. I'm the one in charge. That's why everyone's on mute. Well, let me tell you about my sex life. And no. I'm not particularly...
Samaj, do not talk about that. I am on the phone. Give me a minute. Talk about something else. Do not talk about your sex life, you sick bastard.
Okay. Sounds good. Not like there's much to say. You guys already know what I do with my collections there. So... yeah. Crunchyroll, if you don't know, started off as an illegal streaming service, and then they made the switch over to paid service, and it was a change that not everyone embraced, but it actually worked out pretty well in their favor. So, because a lot of people still watch it, they make a fair bit of money. However, and even though they do make a fair bit of money, and they participate in conventions, and you know they have all kinds of things to go with them, they decided to invest in original content, which is weird because for quite a long time, Crunchyroll has been having problems with their streaming service. Because they apparently don't spend much time updating everything, and they have been cracking down on explicit content on their streams. So that's a factor. Hey, Brockus, welcome back.
Yeah, I sorry about that. A friend of mine who's back in town hit me up. He wanted to hang out, but I told him I was streaming. I'm not going to actually be available. Blah blah blah. Shit. Well, why are you trying to talk about something you know is sad to talk about for you?
Well, I mean, if I'm lucky, it won't be sad for much longer.
Fair.
We'll see. It's called dating, and it's just as awkward in your 30s as it was in your teens.
It's more awkward in your 30s, in my opinion, because like you're 30 years old, and if you still don't know what you're doing, you just look at everybody like, for the love of God, either help or put me out of my misery. I don't know what I'm doing. I never did.
Well, I did. When it's been about 8 years or however long it has been, you tend to forget how to socialize. Even though I talk to plenty of women, but those women have already, their husbands and all that kind of stuff, they're friends. But I'm like, oh, fuck, I know how to talk to you, but how do I get you to suck my dick? I don't quite get that. I've forgotten that. I've lost that touch. I can't sway them on that end. So we'll see. Leaf, are you here?
You were saying about, I think she's muted still. Oh. Now you're here. Okay.
I want to go try my dessert sushi because I still have some left.
Oh, right. You were sharing pictures of that. Oh, God. Yeah, it looks so good. But, yeah, no, I was saying that Crunchyroll's it's a good enough system, but they really need to update their website and update their streaming and all that because they have problems. And it looks very dated. I don't know.
They have a lot of problems, actually. One of the biggest problems I do have with streaming service sites nowadays, like Netflix and Crunchyroll, is that notice what happens. The service is fucking great in the beginning. In its inception, the idea behind it is fantastic. Everybody loves it. Everybody uses it. And it's very popular. Eventually, they get legitimized. Like, Netflix was legitimate from the beginning, but Crunchyroll actually was technically a illegal streaming site at one point, but then they got legitimized because a bunch of different companies said, hey, you're the most popular streaming anime website on the internet. We want to work with you. We'll give you money. You do the sponsorship. So then eventually you started having to create, a paid subscription and shit like that. And it became even bigger. Blah, blah. Cool. Great. Wonderful. Capitalism all the way. But here's the problem. Once these companies started allowing a certain political point of view enter their ranks, once they've allowed a certain ideology to make its way in, suddenly there is nothing but problems. Suddenly people are making complaint after complaint about original content. They're making complaints about how the services keeps changing, how this happens, how that happens. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to notice a trend that anytime certain ideologies make their way into certain companies, all of a sudden the company goes straight to hell.
Well, from what I've seen, the guy who runs Crunchyroll, the guy in charge, CEO or whatever, he's always been very, very liberal, very pro-feminism, very, very much in that mindset. So that's not really all that surprising. However, he's not, which also will explain some of Crunchyroll's decisions. From what I've heard, because I don't use Crunchyroll, but from what I heard, they've had some censoring issues. In that
I use Crunchyroll, but I don't get the money because I used basically a hacked version of Crunchyroll called Crunchyroll Plus Plus, and what it does is it makes it so you don't have to watch any of the ads.
You're gonna need to send me that link.
Not that we promote that kind of stuff here on the country. We do
No.
not.
Fuck that. We promote piracy everywhere. Come on.
Wow. I mean, you guys might be pirate. I'm just saying we don't promote that here on this stream. These assholes, they do what they do.
It.
But
these are my opinions, and you can suck my dick.
Wow. No. So but yeah, I mean, Crunchyroll's had a lot of problems, and you would think, with the influx of new viewership, of advertisement revenue, partnership deals with various different other conventions, and they've been having a very steady growth. My local anime convention, which I just went to not too long ago, Crunchyroll was one of the sponsors, and they did a partnership with Funimation. So I mean, that's all good. I mean, they're doing pretty well, because anime's doing really well. But you think with all that, they would, improve their service so they could make it better and more friendlier to newcomers. But instead, we get, original content. Now, that's not in itself a bad thing. I mean, Netflix does original content as well with different anime companies and even cartoons and whatnot. And it's worked out pretty well for them. I mean, look at Voltron. I mean, that show is on like its 7th season, and the fandom just keeps getting bigger. Netflix has like other animes, like Agresco just came out, and other such things, and it's doing quite well. So it kind of makes sense. But they're going to the American market, and they're going with a very, progressive, ideology-oriented things. They're getting creators like Amelia here, and it's
that is Amalia. I don't. Why does it have to be spelled that way? Why do you have to pronounce it that way? How much do you want to bet her name actually was Amelia, but then she was just like, no, that's I don't like that. That was when I was a girl, but I'm now, non-binary or some crazy shit like that. So I'm gonna be Amalia.
Right, Amalia. And I was once hot stuff.
I was once a sex idol who decided that I wanted to be more body positive. And by body positive, I mean I positively wanted to enhance the body in the worst way possible.
And not to mention thick rimmed glasses. The pictures of her without the glasses were way better. But original content is kind of the issue here. Especially in this regards, it's very strange why they went this route. I'm pretty sure it's because someone knows someone and they're friends, and they made that work. But the trailer is not really a trailer; it's just people saying how diverse they are.
We're such a diverse company. Come and watch and support us, and just give us monies because we have this idea, High Garden Spice. Loosely based off of Harry Potter because we can't read any other fucking books.
Yeah, that's a very troublesome trend that's really seeping in there. I want to stop with the Harry Potter. It's done.
Just for fuck's sake. Look, I love Thundercats, but not everything has to be Thundercats. I love Star Wars, but not everything has to be Star Wars. I love Marvel Comics. Well, loved Marvel Comics. Then they betrayed me. But there's a lot of things that I love, but not everything has to be that, okay? Like, for fuck's sake, I have a preference to fucking females. But, not everything has to be male and female. I'm okay with gay. I'm okay with questionable. I'm okay with a lot of things. But to throw it everywhere and make it all about just that, laced with Harry Potter, always fucking Harry Potter, it just shows how uncreative everybody fucking is. Everything has to come back to Harry Potter for these fucking people. Everything has to be some sort of political statement. Their gender, their skin color, their hair color, their facial accessories, their fucking body accessories, their fat bodies and shit like that. We are the most obese we have ever been in this fucking country of America. And we are constantly parading it around like it's some sort of fucking badge of courage or some crazy shit like that. And I'm just like, no, that is a terrible thing. No. When I was fat, way before we weren't as obese as we are now, that was because of a fucking accident I had when I was a kid. Then I just got fucking lazy and decided not to do anything with it. I know fully well that I could actually work it off and work it out and get a, you know, a decent looking body that I would want to fuck. But I'm just lazy. I'm just that lazy. That's why I don't make that many complaints about being fat. Whenever I actually talk about being fat, it's an observational thing. I'm not trying to say like nobody wants to be with me because I'm fat. No, I have been proven wrong several times by women in the past. There have been some hotties who have been wanting to fuck me just despite the fact that I was fat. Oh God, what is this? What are you showing me now?
Oh, I'm just showing you the previous works that I got. Yeah, I got this lovely woman kicked off of Marvel.
Oh, fantastic.
I wanted to, you know, springboard from that comment about laziness, because you look at the indie artist scene and you get artwork like this, and you can't help but look at it and go, "This feels lazy."
It is.
I mean,
it's incredibly lazy.
You remember Marvel Comics having, you know, more of a this kind of an art style esque, something that actually is comic book related. Sorry, it's so small there, folks. But you know, something that was actually dramatic and emphasized, and this could be like a cover that promises you entertainment, action, lovely ladies, even though they're wearing masks and whatnot. I mean, this is a promise of good times. We don't know what we're doing. We hope you like it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an empty promise, and it ended up with it made a lot of promises when they started out there. It's like, oh, we're going to do this. It's going to be the greatest thing. Or it just didn't go that way. And it didn't happen. And you tend to wonder how this came about. And granted, I mean, you see a face like this, and you might think, yeah, you can come work with us. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What happened to you? Did bees sting her? Did she just get stung by a lot of bees? Did she have a peanut allergy, blew up, and just never deflated? What happened?
Let me tell you, if a woman came up to me who looked like this, I'd be disarmed. This is the kind of attractive woman that could, in fact, make a fairly confident guy stumble his words and go, "What?"
Yeah. See, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show everybody. This is how art has progressed over the last 5 years on Marvel. Here is Squirrel Girl from before the SJWs infiltrated. Okay, fairly decent design, right? You know, the detail to the hair is pretty cool. The detail to the squirrels themselves, the ribbons, everything is done just right. All the detail, all the shading, all the coloring, everything, it's done great. Then this was an upgrade, apparently. Not sure how, but this was apparently an upgrade. And it eventually got to here. I don't know about you people, but something went horribly, horribly wrong, and Marvel still thinks that this is good. Marvel still thinks that is actually great art. Yeah, let's totally... And I hate using Squirrel Girl as a continuous fucking example for shit like this, just because it's like, you know, how many times can you really destroy and dissect and fucking talk shit on Squirrel Girl before everybody we get it. You hate Squirrel Girl. Yes, it is obvious. I fucking despise Squirrel Girl. It's terrible. That's not my point, though. The point I've been trying to make is the art has gotten horrible. It's gotten really fucking lazy, and it's only getting lazier. And I don't know what it is with these people thinking that this is the right way to go and shit. Everything has to be the laziest fucking art design you can come up with and shit. Why? So everyone can mimic this? Yeah, let's do Cal Arts. It's such an easy thing to mimic. Shut the fuck up. Look, stop trying to make things easier for everybody. That is not how we get things done. That is not how we progress forward. That is not how shit gets to where it is right now. The reason why we have smartphones is because we just kept improving on shit. We had a base idea and we didn't just stop at the base idea. We kept improving on it. And we kept improving on it. And we kept improving on it. And now we have practically mini computers in our pockets everywhere we fucking go. It's amazing. But what we're doing with art right now is going backwards. We are trying to force choke this shit down everybody's throats and say, this is the new stuff. This is what everybody wants. This is great. This is amazing. No, it's not. Take that shit out of my fucking face. Take it to Nickelodeon or Disney and have your 3-year fucking run with this crappy ass show that nobody really gives a fuck about. Take your Steven fucking Universes and go suck a dick somewhere the fuck else. Please go back to Tumblr. Stop hijacking other people's shit because you just couldn't handle being told no at one point. Fuck you.
You know, I hear a lot about how a lot of these newer people say that the art style from, let's say, the 80s and the 90s were relatively similar, manly men, that kind of stuff. And that might be a relatively reasonable thing to say because they did a collage with a lot of guys' faces, sure. But the shows were still entertaining, and they still had great senses of storytelling and whatnot. The things that we're getting nowadays, it's not very entertaining. And on top of all that, a lot of cartoons that are out there, like He-Man, and shows the like, these are shows, and G.I. Joe, these are shows that are designed to sell toys. And that's not a bad thing, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, kids see something that they like and they want to have something like that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But shows like Steven Universe, they don't really sell. They don't push merchandise, even though that you get a general idea that they kind of were. They're not flying off the shelves. I mean, you can go to Walmart and you can still find like Steven Universe merchandise on the shelf. If you go there like 1 week and you come back like 2 weeks later, you'll see the exact same stuff there. And when they do get moved, they usually get moved to the bargain bin. So it's not really something that sells. I mean, I go to conventions all the time, and I actually made a print of Steven Universe because I thought, this is popular. Let's see if it goes. I printed off 10 copies of it, so that that way I have a good amount. I think I've sold 3, and then besides that, what I got left is still from the original 10. So I still got 7 left. I haven't pushed it, and I made that print 3 years ago. I'm still on the original 10. No one buys this stuff. It doesn't really go.
No one buys this stuff. Nobody gives a shit about this anymore. Half the fucking time, this stuff is completely irrelevant in the eyes of most people, and then we have to learn about it because it's advertised fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And then it turns out it's bad. It's all bad. The cartoons are bad. The animation is bad. The writing is bad. The acting is bad. The voice acting is bad. Everything is bad.
Well, there's a common trait that goes on with a lot of these animated TV shows, in that they surplus the majority of a lot of the animation to Korea or to China or to some other place to do it, and of course, I mean, they don't really do too much in the way of animation, so you can sort of tell when one studio took over and when the original one happened. There's and that's because animation is expensive, and so they'll cut corners wherever they can. I would like to see a return of cartoons being a passion project and people making good money at it.
Oh god!
Like I think back to shows like Animaniacs and Freakazoid, the original Batman. Well, I mean, Batman did start sending stuff off to China and all that. But a lot of these shows are American shows. They still put in a lot of effort, and it showed. And people could be animators and pay their bills. But more nowadays, it's like you gotta do it, and you have to crowdfund now and try to get people to pay for your dreams. But that's rapidly becoming a relatively good idea. I mean, look at things that's going on with the whole Comicsgate, what with Diversity in Comics doing his Jawbreakers series. Um, it's working. It's working well. I mean, if you create something that people want, they'll come to you, and you'll make money at it if you keep going at it. Which it's pretty good.
So, oh, hi, Mark. So a couple of things I'm going to acknowledge in the chat right now. First, Theophode, I think. Theophobe? Not sure. Wants to know if we're willing to have someone on to counter the discussion, essentially. I guess he wants to come to bat for the CalArts horribleness, or maybe he wants to try to tell me why Steven Universe is actually a good show. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a warning right now. Absolutely nothing you tell me will ever convince me that 1, Adventure Time is good, 2, CalArts is good, 3, Steven Universe is good, or any of that shit. I made my choice a long time ago. Adventure Time is trash. Don't fucking at me. CalArts is lazy fucking artistry. Suck a dick. And Steven Universe is quite possibly one of the biggest piece of shit cartoons I have ever had the displeasure of actually watching. A friend of mine, after Steven Universe had gotten canceled in its first season, a friend of mine had actually shown me Steven Universe, and she was going on about how she loves Steven Universe, and it's such a good cartoon, and she loves it. It's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. I watched an episode. It was the dumbest fucking thing I had seen since Adventure Time. Adventure Time sucks to me. Okay, this is my taste. So if you're trying to defend this shit with me, I'm going to tell you right now, there is no point, because I'm not going to actually give you anything. That all you're going to do is just continue to make more rope to hang yourself with, because I will fucking destroy whatever argument you have. What?
I was going to say, I can actually give Steven Universe some leeway, and I can give it some credit, because at the time when Pendleton Ward was the guy's name, was trying to make cartoons and doing the animation and all that, he did want to do something akin to the 1980s D&D. He wanted it to be gritty. He wanted it to, well, not gritty. He wanted it to be more realistic, and he thought he can tie it in and make art role-playing books and all that kind of stuff. The original concepts he had were not the end product. The reason why the end product is the way that it is, for the most part, I mean, because he did do that really cartoony art, right? But the goal of that was to make it appropriate for the studio to say yes on, because there was a lot of censorship and there was a lot of saying, like, you can't have violence and stuff, and so he had to work within that framework in order to get something going. And that made a lot of sense to me that he went in that style. And I understand, like, because it's got a very cutesy and ish kind of appeal to it, which is cringy as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But there are certain episodes in particular, like involving the Lich, that because the censors don't have all the time in the world to keep watching a show. Once you've passed the barrier of, oh, yeah, this is okay, safe for kids, they go away. They don't come back. And you know that they didn't come back when you see the episodes like The Lich, where people are actually dying, when there's actual chaos going on, that Finn loses his arm in particular. Like actual real-world stuff happens within the show. And it happens in a very disturbing way in a lot of times. With their demons and whatnot. That was that was interesting, and he would have been canceled if the show wasn't so fucking popular.
I really don't like that it's actually as popular as it is. But no, the other thing I wanted to acknowledge is that the Bitching Witch actually did go to bat for Steven Universe in the funniest way. She said, my daughter likes Steven Universe, but she's 4 for Pete's sake. And it makes sense, because it's just like, you can go to bat for the show, but you have to have that bit of acknowledgement where you're like, it's still a bad show.
There's a small caveat there of she's 4, but she loves the show, man. Don't harp on my show. But the other thing with Steven Universe is that there's a bit of pretentiousness to it, because it's very, very much, you watch that kind of show and you know they're saying, look how LGBT pro we are with our show. Look at all the characters are female. We have a lesbian relationship, and look at all this and everything. There's something very pretentious about it. But I know that it's very appealing to some people saying who are LGBT and all that kind of stuff. I actually got into heated arguments with Bear Dog about that because she loves Steven Universe. She's a huge fan of it. But there again, women have a different viewpoint on the stuff than guys. We're all about let's be entertained. Women are all about representation. And that's essentially why, like, if you watch a show, like if your favorite movie involves, like, let's say, or your favorite TV show is Baywatch, your girlfriend gets mad at you every time you watch the show. It's like, you just want to see girls skimpy going on the beach running slow with their tits bouncing
Sometimes,
back
yes.
Sometimes, yes. But, I mean, for us guys, we can watch a show simply for the fact that it's an entertaining show. But for a lot of women out there, they can't do that because they can't disassociate themselves from that, and they're always comparing themselves to that, and you can't compete with a supermodel or with an anime character. Don't bother.
There was a show that my friend had introduced me to. It is a very short run, 2-episode only mini show, but it was a joke because the show is all about panties. That's it. That's all it is. The entire show is roughly a half hour, maybe 45 minutes long, both episodes, of a series of different events where guys are trying to peek at girls' panties in some of the funniest fucking ways. Like, one scene is 2 guys sitting in a park, and there's a gust of wind that blows women's skirts up, and one guy sees the panties clearly, but the other guy, because he has long hair, the hair keeps getting in his eyes. So at one point, he rips his fucking hair out, and when he finally does get to see panties, it's not panties he wanted to see. So it's fucking hilarious. It was hilarious. That's the kind of shit that guys will watch every once in a while. We don't actually need substance. Sometimes you just need to fucking, play into our stupid likes and dislikes. Just sometimes we just need something that dumb. Yeah, we do want the girls with their bouncing titties running down the fucking beach, almost naked, just because we fucking want it. All right. That's been appeased, and then the rest of the entertainment comes.
I feel like if I was doing a thumbnail for this, I should do Leaf running on the beach in a Baywatch outfit.
Absolutely, yes. But make it a 2-piece, not a 1-piece.
I could see what I could
just
do.
loot it a bit more. But I want to go into the chat again real quick. Theophobe once again is saying this has nothing to do with the with anime/shows. I'm talking specifically on the topic of censorship and the blame you folks put. Who's putting any censorship on any of this? I don't remember ever talking about censorship that we're placing on anything. I don't really believe in censorship. Granted, there are certain topics when it comes to censorship that, yeah, I'm going to censor it. Like, I don't know, when it comes to children, there are certain topics they don't need to fucking know about. Overly violent topics, don't need to know about it. Sexual topics, don't need to know about it. Let them have their fucking ponies, kittens, puppies, rainbows, and team of, animals saving the day and shit like that. That's what kids should have, okay? I'm not trying to fucking talk about censorship. I don't know why you're trying to turn this into some bullshit political fucking discussion. I'm not a debater. I don't debate people. I will fight people, arguably, verbally. I will fucking fight people on dumbass subjects and shit like, why is Spider-Man the better character than Batman? Because he fucking is. Spider-Man's always been a better character than Batman. Spider-Man's always been more relatable than Batman. Don't at me, bro. So I don't understand why you think that you're gonna, just bring me on. Let's have this political discussion. No, motherfucker. I hate politics. Everybody knows I hate fucking politics. I can't stand about politics. I unfortunately can't avoid politics, which is why I rage about it so fucking often, but I fucking hate politics. So no, I'm not going to have a political discussion on this stupid ass fucking topic.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know the context of the censorship there. You'd have to clarify that there either in the chat or if you want to keep it going there, maybe we'll bring him on. Who knows?
We might if he's not trying to have some kind of fucking stupid political discussion about this shit, because honestly, this is not something I really want to have a political discussion on. There's no point to it. what am I going to do? Convince the audience that's already sided with me to continue to side with me, and maybe the one or two people that he's actually got on his side actually is going to continue to be on his side? Ooh, congratulations, we've accomplished nothing.
Yeah, well, that's they're trying to say that the reason Steven Universe is the way it is because they have to censor it, or they have to do creative ways, and I can see that argument.
Yes, it is strictly about politics. I'm sorry to cut you off, Samaj, but he's saying, no, I'm talking about the individuals you guys keep mentioning that is to blame for making things more politically correct, and it's not strictly about politics. Yes, it is. The people that did that high garden spice bullshit, that's a political statement. That was a political movement that is strictly political. They are disguising it the way they want to, but it's fucking political. Do you not get that part?
Well, I mean, yeah, if it wasn't political, why bring up the diversity aspect of it? It's not really gonna make it better. It's not really gonna make it like you can have stuff that's diverse, fine, but just do it. You don't need to advertise that's why you're doing it. I mean, hell, there's been a lot of shows out there that have been like super diverse, but they never talk about it. Like Voltron in particular. Well, I mean, yeah, it's been relatively diverse. Yeah, I don't talk about that. It's another good example of a highly diverse show. My brain's lapsing on me.
Teen Titans, for fuck's sake.
Thank you. There we go.
A very diverse cartoon show. It involved a black guy who's a cyborg, a leader who's an orphan, an alien, a technical other alien, because Raven actually was never born in our realm. She was actually born in a completely different realm. So she does actually count as a technical alien. However, her mother is originally from this realm. She's from this earth, all that stuff. So that's why, technical aspects. But we don't really get into it. And then, of course, Beast Boy is basically a freak of nature. So that's an extremely diverse group of superheroes. That's an incredibly diverse group of heroes. On top of that, we also have Young Justice, another group of diverse characters. In fact, their fucking leader is a goddamn black kid. Boom.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, back when I was growing up there, I mean, we had the X-Men cartoon show, and that was also very diverse. I mean, there's a lot of diversity that's out in these shows, but they don't, tote that as the best selling point of the show. It's just something that's there. I mean, the goal should be story first. Pixar's motto has always been from their very first film. It says so on their wall. It's practically like burned into the wall. This is what must be there. It says story is king. The goal is to tell a good story. The goal is to tell something that the audience wants to hear, that we all want to see, that we all want to participate in. And I'll give you another prime example about that. And I know I say this a lot. Beast Wars. Back in the 90s, that little cartoon show. The characters look good. If you ever look at any of the backgrounds, they are horrendously bad. Very bad. It's because they ran out of money. There's budget. They had all kinds of budget problems and whatnot. But almost every single episode was very well written, very well done and performed and all that. Because story is king, and you can forgive a lot of things so long as the story is good. When you saw the trailer for High Garden Spice, there's no emphasis on like what the story is about. There's no emphasis on why the people are doing what they're going to do. There's no emphasis on this kind of stuff. They just drummed on over and over and over again, diversity, diversity, diversity. And it tells you that this is a political show. I don't want politics. I want to be entertained. If I want politics and all that stuff, that's what the real world is for. I don't need politics when I go into my cartoons. I don't need politics when I go into my comic books. And I especially don't need them when I go see my Marvel movies. I'm looking at you, Black Panther. So the goal, like I said, there's a priority that needs to be in place here. You want story, you want character development, and then you go on to the art. You look on the visuals. Okay? These are the things that must take priority. And they're not taking the priority. And you know that just by looking at the trailer, and you know that by looking at the rating systems because they've been disabled in the comments. They're
they always disabled the fucking comments and the likes and dislikes.
Exactly. I mean, you should be like, even if you make a bad product, you should at least still try to sell it. You should still engage with your audience. What all that they do when you shut down these comments and ratings is that you're essentially saying that you don't want to listen to them. You're doing what you're going to do for whatever reason that you're going to do it for. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Okay? I mean, here I go again. When Beast Wars came out there, it's a Transformers show, but they're animals. But they've always been vehicles before. They didn't like that. The internet lost their shit. They hated it. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't shut down conversation. They had a website. People brought this in there. And the creators engaged with the criticisms. They engaged with the audience. And then they still engaged, and they did not shut that down. It's very important that you don't shut down this conversation and you hear what people have to say. And they don't want to do that. All right? If they don't want to engage in the conversation, if they don't want to hear about what the other viewpoints are, then why should you invest any time in it? They don't care about you.
Well, there was a really good video that I actually, you bring up an excellent point. I don't know if anybody actually watches or follows Rob from Comic Books Explained. I do highly recommend people go and check out this channel if you've ever been curious about comic books. Rob does a lot of different videos on various characters, various story arcs. He gives you the breakdown. He shows you panel after panel to explain certain scenes, to give you an actual idea of why this scene was so emotional, why it was so impactful, stuff like that. Rob does a really, really good job. Now, unfortunately for me, I have to sit there and realize, as much as I love Rob's videos and as much as I appreciate Rob's ability to point all this stuff out, he really is, unfortunately, one of the people that gave in to the left. So when you see him in streams, or when he's just talking about, like, you know, this or that, when it's not a video specifically about, like, you know, Thanos, he leans a little too far to the left, where he's just like, I actually really like Riri Williams. No, Rob, stop. Don't you fucking say it. Don't you go sit in the corner, Rob. Go sit in the corner. But Rob actually made a very interesting video, even though he does this, where he actually described and said, every single time comic books have made changes to their characters in the past, the original fans have hated the change, but eventually came around to it because it was not a disrespected fucking change. For example, everyone knows Barry Allen is not the first ever Flash to ever grace the pages of comic books. It was actually Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick was the original Flash. So when they replaced Jay Garrick in the rebooted 1950s Flash comic books, all of a sudden people who were fans of Jay Garrick hated Barry Allen. But then eventually they warmed up to Barry Allen. In the 80s and 90s, when Wally West took over as Barry Allen, fans of Barry Allen got pissed off and they fucking hated Wally West. But Wally West, eventually they warmed up to him. You know, he was Barry's sidekick for a very long time, so why not? It's not that anyone hates diversity. They despise disrespectful diversity, because the hate always comes at first, but then people get used to it. Because the hate for the Jay Garrick change, it was only a few issues into the Barry Allen Flash comic books that it stopped. Same thing with Hal Jordan replacing Alan Scott. That's just how this goes. Whenever you make a replacement like that, whenever you make a change like that, at first there will be hatred, there will be malice, there will be anger, but then the fans will come around because, you know, if it's good, we accept it. We accept the change. For example, Miles Morales. This is one of the most recent changes that has actually happened in comic books that at first was fucking despised, but then accepted. Miles Morales replaced entirely Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe several years ago, because Peter Parker dies in the Ultimate Universe. And when that happens, a lot of the fans of Spider-Man Peter Parker fucking lost their shit. But then they started to pay more attention to Miles Morales and realize, you know what? He's actually a really good character. He's actually very well written. I love the fact that he constantly sees himself as a fucking phony. He doesn't pretend he is now Spider-Man. He doesn't wear the suit and say, I am Spider-Man. There is no Peter Parker. There's only Miles Morales Spider-Man. No. The motherfucker puts on the suit, looks himself in the mirror, and says, I'm a fucking fraud. It's brilliant writing. Or at least that's how it was at first. I don't know how they've been doing it lately. They probably fucking drastically changed it to the point where I would hate Miles Morales. But I actually am one of those few fans of Miles Morales where I'm like, no, this was actually really well done.
By the way, Leaf, you still here? I'm not sure. We've been kind of we've been just sort of like walking all over her, not letting her speak. So
yeah,
if you want to chime in there, girl, just
what you got to say?
She's not even here to defend herself.
She probably is, but like she took the headphones out or something like that, and she's noticing that we're still talking, so she's probably assuming we're still talking about comic books. We're just gonna start talking about how we're gonna lewd the shit out of the Leaf.
Yeah, I'll do something along those lines. I'll look up some Baywatch and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
red 2-piece micro bikini. Oh, it's gonna be sexy.
Back on the idea of original concepts. I mean, there's this show. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my to-do list, but I know Schmeckel is loving this show.
Leaf says she loves it too.
Yeah, the Disenchanted. This is from Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons and Futurama. I'm hearing good things. I've seen a few reviews, and there's a lot of people who like this show. And this is a wholly original concept about fantasy and well, I'm always saying that because I'm looking at the pictures. I know nothing of the show. I am looking forward to watching it though. I need to figure out how many episodes this is. Maybe I'll start. Maybe I'll watch it as soon as we're done here. I'll give it a go while I'm doing stuff.
I don't have Netflix at my disposal. I think somebody in the house does have Netflix, or at least an account that's still active. I'm not 100% certain, but it is one of those shows that I actually have been kind of anticipating a bit, just thinking, if it's made by the people that gave us Futurama, I am curious. So I want to watch it, but at the same time, don't really have much of a the means to actually watch it.
Right. Yeah. We'll figure something out for you there. There's got to be at least some way. Stream way out there. It'll come to me.
What are you doing? What was that noise you just made?
Nothing. I'm a dude. I can't multitask.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm trying to get information here and type something at the same time. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a show that one should give a go. This is, like I say, original content can still happen. Granted, this is Matt Groening here. I mean, he's got some pull. He's got some animation chops. So of course he's known as the Simpsons guy, but I'm glad he's going to be known for some other stuff. Maybe they'll give him an opportunity to do some more original content. Maybe after this he'll have another go at sci-fi.
This Theophobe guy is just really. It's not he's not really pissing me off or anything. It's just he won't stop with the whole. So you state that you don't want political conversations, yet do comments on it's the blame of the left or make something more progressive, yet are not willing to have an opposite view. What part of this show gave you the impression that I wanted to have an actual opposing opponent or anything like that? What part of this show made you think that, hey, yeah, Brockus is totally a debater on these topics? No, I learned very quickly this year I really, really suck at debates. So I'm not going to have fucking debates. If anything, I'm just going to have dumb arguments over who's the better character and shit like that. Why this art is superior to this art, shit like that. That's all it is. That's all I'm going to fucking do. I'm not going to have some stupid ass political fucking discussion about this shit. And besides, it doesn't really matter because we already know that, yes, these PC culture loving SJW feminists who are constantly pushing for diversity and representation are the ones who are actually ruining cartoons, anime, manga, and so on. That's what's going on. It's clear as fucking day, and to try to state otherwise is disingenuous. So shut up.
I clearly missed a lot. Are you yelling at that person who wanted to come on, Brockus?
Yeah, a little bit. Like Theophiles, I don't know what Theophiles' deal is. Like I asked him earlier, why do you want to come on the show so fucking badly? And he was just like, what's not that? I'm like, yeah, that's basically what you're doing. What else is it?
How many times has he tagged people in the stream asking if he can come on?
He only tagged me once, from what I can see.
Oh, so were you guys talking about disenchantment at one point?
Yeah, we kind of jumped into this topic now.
We were talking about like original content, and you know, as far as I can tell, Disenchantment is not a political related show. Now, Leaf, you've seen the show. You probably know more about it than either of us. I haven't seen it yet.
I've watched every single episode.
And give us a brief review. Like, what's your opinion of it?
I love it. I think it's fucking funny. I think it's great. Like, there's some really like intentionally cringy jokes in there, but it's great. Alpho is like one of the characters that they purposely made him like this cringy little shrimp, and Lucy, a little demon, is my favorite character out of the whole show.
Do you think it's a crime that me and Brockus have not seen it yet?
I do. I think if you're gonna bring it up on stream, you should have at least seen a few episodes.
Well, and fair enough, but in that defense, though, I mean, we haven't seen this High Garden Spice show yet either, and we're already hating it.
That's true, but I mean, if you look at the people who made it and the art style, it's understandable why you wouldn't get a good first impression of it, like, at all. Whereas this show was fucking created by the guy who has already made very successful cartoons.
That's
a lot of people are saying this is filling that hole that Futurama left. This Disenchantment show.
I was gonna say that's a good point. The pedigree on Disenchantment is actually pretty good. I mean, Matt Groening has a fairly good track record with his shows. I mean, he had Futurama and The Simpsons, and both have been really successful in their own rights. Futurama in a different way, and Simpsons in its own. So yeah, I guess there's some reason to believe this would be good. But then the other show, The High Garden Spice, does have its own pedigree, where the showrunner worked at Marvel did that. Wildcat? No, sorry, I'm forgetting her name. Brockus.
What?
This is where you chime in.
Who?
Cat lady worked at Marvel, got fired. I'm forgetting her name.
Which cat lady that worked at Marvel that got fired?
The one who's now the showrunner for the High Garden Spice. We were just talking about her.
Oh, Kate Leth.
Oh, okay. Kate.
Her full name sounds like one name. I'm not even shitting you. It's Kate Leth. That's how it sounds. It's Kate Leth. It's all right, weird.
But what I'm spacing on is the superhero name.
Oh, Hellcat.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at you. Hellcat. Okay, yes, Hellcat. The pedigree on this one here is that we've had a canceled book. And I think she's done other projects as well. So it's not, we're not off to a good start in this regards. We have someone that has a track record of failure, and another one who has a track record of both success and failure. Because Simpsons has been still pretty good. Futurama has been canceled numerous times. How many like series finales Futurama had? A fair bit, and each one was fucking magnificent. I love almost all season finales for Futurama. They were always just such heartwarming, touching episodes. My favorite's the one with the bees.
The one that that cracks me the fuck up is, well, not the one actually. It's the fact that every single time Futurama was supposed to have ended, it didn't. They just kept coming back, and every single new season, when they would come back, they would make some kind of like commentary in the show where it's just like, no, it was supposed to fucking be over by now, but here we are again.
I love the start of the first Futurama movie where Leela was saying something and they had all these fans behind her, and she's like, because they were talking about how we're back, and Leela's like, what does this mean about us and our many fans? It's terrible pun.
It means the writers are running out of steam, but people just keep begging for the show to keep coming back.
As they should. It's a good show, but they, to be said there, they probably should revitalize it somehow. Because I don't know, but some of the jokes do get old after a while, but I still love it.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, Theophobe, you really need to stop, dude. I'm not trying to piss you off, piss you or anyone off. I'm trying to correct a very strong untruth in the blame you state in regards to your gross generalization on the issue. Sir, I don't know how many times I have to fucking point this out to you. When we looked at the writing fucking group for the new show, High Garden Spice, there was a clear message there. What I am claiming is the blatant, obvious fucking truth behind it. It is a politically driven cartoon. It is people on the left making these cartoons. It is people on the left ruining comic books, ruining cartoons, doing this, doing that. Are you not getting this? Are you not getting any of this?
I have a sneaky suspicion that we're dealing with a troll here.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna mark you off as a fucking troll and leave it at that, because you're just desperate. You want to get on the fucking show. It's pissing me the fuck off. So you know what? I'm now ignoring you, dude. Say what the fuck you want. I don't care anymore.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
I went to Twitter real quick, and there I am greeted with a Renelations ass cheeks. Fantastic. It was not a sight that I was expecting to see, but it is pleasant. Quite pleasant.
Quite pleasant. Yes, that'll put you in the bear mood.
Yeah. You were saying, though?
Oh, sorry. I too checked my Twitter. Apparently, I was not given the same treatment, which is fine, I guess. Can't all be winners. Yeah. Hit me up in DMs. Apparently, someone, the Rotten Beast, is asking if we want to be on a stream if we watch Disenchanted. I don't know. Maybe we should have a Disenchanted conversation. I don't know if Schmeckel's seen it yet. We could easily have a little nerd out. I don't know, tomorrow, I guess. Brockus, I don't know, if you're not playing WoW, you might as well watch the show.
What I am playing WoW again, actually. Do you mean Disenchanted?
Yeah. You want to sit down and watch a show? And
I would need access to Netflix again. I don't have access to
side chat.
Side chat? Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. There's where there's a will, there's a way.
There are ways around these things. Yes,
there are ways around these things. Yes. And we will give it a go and look up animations and stuff of the like. I don't know how much. We'll save this for off-air conversation. How's that?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. We'll give it a go. So, I'm rapidly starting to hate Transformers.
Why?
So, here's the thing. When it first came out there was a cartoon show in the 80s, and everyone loved it. and I get that. And then the '90s came about, and we got the Beast Wars, and some people liked it, some people hated it. But what was great about Beast Wars is that it continued the story. It took place in the future, and then through some new technology, end up in prehistoric Earth, and it was neat. It was an interesting take, and it continued the storyline, and everyone wanted to know where would it go from there. And of course, there was a new series, and that totally sucked, called Beast Machines. But we never got to revisit that. And what ended up happening is that the everything that came out from that point on, after the Michael Bay movies and all that, they just keep rebooting it. There's no consistent storyline when it comes to Transformers. It's just a new interpretation. And we saw a trailer for the new Transformers show, and I hate it. It's very overly saturated in their cartoons, and I'm sad because they had a Transformers TV show not that long ago that was computer animated. It was actually pretty good, and I liked it also because it was very. You could say it's shows that the characters might be robots, but they were still guys, and confident guys, and kicking ass, and being entertaining. And now they're all cutesy and oversaturated. Color vomit. Trademark call or hashtag color vomit.
Hashtag color vomit. Is that what we're gonna call it now? Like when you just watch a cartoon that's oversaturated, we're just gonna say like, look at their color vomit. How dare they?
yeah. It's kind of all over the place. It's a little too much. I can't stomach all this color. I mean, I like my Skittles. I just don't want to vomit them up because they're supposed to be good, not overly sweet.
I'm trying to taste the rainbow, not puke up the rainbow. What the fuck, people?
Yeah, it's yeah. It's yeah.
I just want to point out something. I don't know what the fuck Bruni is actually going on about, but he has copy and pasted a fuckload of messages to put into the chat, and I think he's doing one of those Nazi rant things again. And I'm finding it very amusing. I don't know why. I don't know why it's amusing me, but it is.
Are we getting Nazi rants? Come on now.
It's not. It doesn't look like it's an actual Nazi rant. I'm just calling it one of the Nazi rants because that's what he did not too long ago. It's fucking funny.
You're getting banned if you use the 14 words.
He's not using the 14 words.
Okay, I'm just saying. We have a limit, and we draw at the 14 words. So yeah. So how long have we been going for?
We have been going for almost 2 hours. However, there is a special thing about to go down now because I can no longer just let it be, I guess. So what is happening is I'm currently sending a link to both Trippy and Apathetic Ranter because apparently there is some drama going on in the chat, and I don't want to, just piss off Schmeckel while he's not here and be like, you had this thing happening and you didn't do anything with it. I wanted to have our show for as long as we could before it turned into what it's about to turn into, or what I think it's about to turn into. So they now both have the fucking, they have the link to come on and hash things up.
Okay. Brockus, may I just take things from here?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Now, first of all, and I will post receipts on Twitter, this all started yesterday. Trippy threw a fucking Molotov at the end of the fucking stream, knowing it was the end of the stream because he wanted to get traffic to his little stream where he gets 6 people watching him play Cards Against fucking Humanity, and made these wild accusations saying, oh, they lied about me. They didn't show any proof about Leaf and Guardian. Guardian sends him the links with the timestamps of the shit they're talking about. And this motherfucker has the audacity saying, well, I don't want to watch it. I'm not watching it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. This is done now. Oh, you showed me proof. I don't care. and then proceeded to spam all the different comment threads that spawned off his spurgery to promote his stream. He is intentionally trying to fuck over the entire country. Just look in the fucking chat, look at all the faggoty fucking brigading as he climbs a little social ladder, because he doesn't give a fuck about this channel. He's trying to get on the cream stream. He's sucking up to the Joker so goddamn hard with his fake fucking laughter. He doesn't give a shit about y'all. He's willing to throw all you under the bus, destroy Schmeckel's fucking channel, just so he can get like 2 more fucking followers on Twitter. He was bragging about the fact he got 1 extra follower on Twitter because he spazzed out. And he's talking all this mad fucking shit. And I'm fucking tired of it. I went into his fucking Cards Against Humanity stream thinking, you know what? It seems to be calmed down. He just wants to play some fucking cards. I'll give him a chance because I'm tried to fucking like to do. I fucking tried. But this fucking spastic motherfucker wants to then, so yeah, you know, we talk for half an hour and I make it clear, I'm fucking Sweden. I'm not going to fight Leaf's battles. She doesn't fight mine. We've known each other for fucking years. I'm not going to fight it, but I'm not going to be a part of it. Don't drag me in this shit. And the entire time, making jokes about Leaf, bringing it up. And then when I decide to get a bit snarky and make some answers like muting notifications, that was hard type of fucking answers, or like Twitter beef, white people problems, he gets all fucking upset. He starts getting a fucking attitude while he's talking shit about Schmeckel, while he's talking shit about the entire show. And I'll admit, I'll fucking insult the shit out of you, Brockus, but that's the thing. You give back too. It's a joyful type of banner. This motherfucker hates you. This motherfucker was trying to get your ex to talk shit about you on his stream, and she was like, no, I don't want to. Me and him are cool. I'm not going to do that. And he's like, come on, do it. Do it. Like a fucking faggot. Because he doesn't give a shit about any of the fake motherfuckers that he's trying to be friends with. Or I should say, any of the motherfuckers he's trying to be friends with, because he's fucking fake. He's not friends with anybody. All he cares about getting them views on his fucking pathetic little fucking channel. It's fucking sad. And he had to bring in, after you guys went and pay attention to him, he had to bring in 6 other motherfuckers to just spam chat, hoping that y'all would talk about it. But guess what, motherfuckers? You don't get them, you get me. So Trippy, get your faggoty ass fucking on here or delete your fucking channel, because you're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch made, 100% bitch in your blood cunt. Come at me.
He has the link, and I also legitimately have popcorn for once. Hooray.
Oh, really?
Oh, so you feel like you're in a little safe zone right now, huh, then, buddy?
No, listen, dude, I'm not even a member of this fucking channel yet. All you're talking shit about.
I'm trying to destroy the country, everyone.
One tweet, one fucking DM, I was like, hey, I got a show idea. Cool, you have a show. You act like he's some kind of fucking overlord. He's controlling his channel. He's running into the ground. No.
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Or destroying the fucking channel. And now you're going to act like, oh, I triggered you. I win. I spam chat like a fucking retard for 3 hours. I fucking win. Fuck off. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking faggot. The only reason you wanted to get on a stream after the party. Oh
my
God.
So why are you so mad? Are you upset because I kicked you?
Drama so I can look cool.
Are you upset because I kicked you out of my stream last night?
Fucking talk. You talk so much shit about this goddamn.
And you're on mute. Calm down and please speak like a human. You have to unmute yourself.
There's no muting people here.
Yeah, too fucking late, Brockus.
Right. Well, I mean, he seems to be.
I won't mute him again since that's your rule. But if he keeps on screaming and he makes no points.
No,
how am I supposed to get a line in?
Clown ass faggot, eat a dick. Eat all the dicks. You do nothing but talk shit about everyone on this goddamn stream, about everyone on this goddamn channel, and act like you're hot shit. Because you've had how many shows get fucking canceled? Because you're boring ass hot takes where you just regurgitate whatever's trending on fucking Twitter.
Hold on, excuse me.
Spastic tard.
Excuse me. I don't have a show called Hot Takes. Who the fuck are you talking about?
I said you repeat the hot takes you get off Twitter. I didn't say your show was called Hot Takes. Fucking listen, you.
What?
inbred fucking
Go
piece
ahead,
of
call me
goddamn
inbred
shit.
because that needs to be an insult that's said out of your mouth right now. What the fuck have I ever shown from Twitter aside from the DMs with Anon earlier?
I said you get your fucking opinions from Twitter. Again, fucking listen.
Yeah, talk to anybody that I talk to.
Fucking listen.
If you knew me from Adam Kid, you'd know that I barely even look at Twitter.
The fucking Guardian, faggot. He would take this shit up. You wanted a link? Here's a link. Oh, that's not the link I wanted. Or no, now show me this random fucking thing. Show me where you called me a liar, even though he showed you a link proving that you were a fucking liar. Kind of redundant.
Okay, how did it prove that I'm a liar, sir?
He fucking linked it. He linked where you got proven wrong, and then doubled down on it 5 fucking minutes later. He linked it, and you fucking
Please calm down for 2 seconds.
You are. No, you're.
Calm down.
Start shit so I can act.
Why are you screaming at me,
off,
dude?
you fucking
You're just
piece
screaming
of shit.
at me. Did you watch the streams? Did you watch them? Do you know what the evidence of me lying was at all? Or are you just taking his
What's your evidence that Leaf is lying? What's
I
your
never
fucking
said
evidence
Leaf
other
was
than it's
fucking
my
lying.
opinion?
All
No,
right.
here's a
All right.
little fact for you, faggot.
Keep going. Keep sharing.
An opinion based on misinformation or wrong information or whatever the fuck is
down here.
wrong. Your opinion isn't a fucking defense for slandering fucking people. It's not a fucking defense for talking shit about people. And then when you're proven wrong, continuing to talk shit about people for the same exact reasons. Though we all know why you're mad about Leaf being on the channel, because you stopped getting invites.
Not mad at Leaf.
Stop getting invites to streams, faggot. That's why you're fucking mad.
The Guardian an invite so that they could talk to me while we were live. And you know what? Leaf didn't even mention it. Whatever she was off doing, that's what she was off doing. The Guardian refused to come on and said, we're handling this on Twitter.
Why?
We were not.
The only
We
reason
were
you wanted to
talking.
go live is because you wanted it on your fucking stream so you can ink out a few more fucking subscriptions. It was already handled in Twitter. He showed you the proof you wanted, and you fucking denied it. And like, no, we'll talk about it in a stream. No, the shit's settled.
So I come on here for you to shout me down.
He blew your ass up on Twitter, and now you're going to be like, well, no, I didn't make any money off it, so let's do a stream.
No, I don't make any money off of my streams, dipshit.
Yeah, you're
trying. Now what's your
defense?
Now what's your defense? Now what's your reasoning? And besides, all right,
you're
sure.
sitting here
That night,
shut the fuck
up for a minute. God damn, you're like a fucking petulant child.
Says the motherfucker who spammed the whole 500 times in the fucking chat trying to get fucking attention. I'm giving you the attention you fucking wanted, and now you're all mad about it. No, fuck off.
You are the dumb motherfucker that won't shut the fuck up for 10 seconds. Are you an adult?
No, why? I'm not shutting up because you had
child?
your chance to make your point while you were spamming hole in the goddamn chat the entire fucking stream.
Oh, did I get something done? Did I get something accomplished?
You are.
To be, I'm going to try
sit down and.
I put him on mute, Samaj, because I'm tired of him talking.
He would, you know, I would have chimed in there for anyway. You have been doing a stream, and he probably wanted to chime in there, but couldn't have that. So I guess now you're all here, and it's probably been wanting to get it out for a little while. But
I can give you the rundown, man.
Well, I mean, I was just saying you had a stream going there. He probably wanted to chime in there. But of course, he probably wasn't.
I didn't want to chime in the stream. I'm Sweden. I was Sweden that stream. I did not. The only thing I did was make references about Twitter mentions and Twitter beef after everyone else was joking about it, and I made vague fucking references. I didn't name nobody. I didn't do shit. Every other answer these motherfuckers would type out, especially fucking Trippy, was leaf this, leaf that. Like, I get Anti-Hero making the tree frog jokes because that's his fucking joke. And fucking Trippy jumping on it like, yeah, tree frogs,
No, if you paid attention at all, you know that Anti-Hero apologized to Leaf today and said that he will no longer he'll no longer refer to her as a tree frog because he felt as though that was dehumanizing her.
And yet your ass is still doing it, so what's your fucking excuse?
Because she's a fucking tree frog.
She's more popular than you. She's getting the invites you used to get the fucking streams. And you're mad about it because you no longer leech fucking subs off the goddamn cunt stream.
Are you mentally capable? Do you have the faculties to be speaking to me right now? Or are you just going to keep screaming?
Are you going to just keep regurgitating insults from Reddit in 2002, or are you going to actually fucking make a goddamn
Reddit. Have never used Reddit. Are you going to keep bringing up websites because you heard other people that are smarter than yourself say things on there? And you think that you were the first person?
Nothing of substance.
Keep
Just,
talking
you're
over
just
me.
regurgitating insults. People's funnier and smarter than you.
Oh
have
my
fucking
god!
made.
Like who?
You're
You
acting
can't.
like
All
you're
right.
cool shit because
Samaj,
you
go ahead, man.
Okay. So I'll let you guys cut for a little bit. So let's break down a few things. So what? I'm trying to figure out where this is going here because it's been going on for a little while. I'm a little lost. So
I can tell you what's going on. He's
sure. Let's go. Let's go.
No, I'll let you speak. I'll let you speak, Samaj.
No, that's okay. Let's just get some semblance of normality here. Now the emotions have had a chance to get out there. So, break it down. What's going on? What happened? Also to our viewers who might not be aware of what's happening.
Who do you want to break it down?
I can break it down 3 easy steps.
Okay.
Trippy Poop is one of the social climbers. He's baked Alaska. He'll hop from stream to stream, from community to community, trying to build up his own brand and fucking over whatever fucking community and shit talking whatever community he was the last part of. Because I heard him do it with my own two goddamn.
Wasn't a part of any other community before the cunt stream. I was just a viewer. You have no idea who I am.
Motherfucker, I can tell the patterns. Human psychology is not that fucking complex.
Sure you can. Look, dude.
You sucked up your schmeckle.
Hold on
to get a
for
spot
a
on
second.
stream. You sucked up the schmeckle to get a spot on streams. The second you saw that, I can do better than this, I'm gonna start shit talking the cunt stream to other people on other streams so I can get onto their streams. And you know what? Once you get a little handhold up above them, you're gonna shit talk them. You are fucking baked Alaska, you bitch made nigga.
I'd fight him too.
Okay, all right. So let's deal with the first bit there. He's saying that you're a social, you're climbing the social ladder, and that you're trying to start shit up.
Right. You know just as well as everybody else does, Samaj. If I have something to say about somebody or to somebody, I'll do it in person. This guy has no idea of anything that I've ever done. He thinks he knows.
I do.
Leaf, I'm sorry, but you're not included right this second. I don't have a problem with you right now. The only thing that I have a problem with is the way that Guardian treated me last night. I mean, I didn't like it very much, but I found it fun after about the first 5 minutes. About 20 minutes in, I muted the conversation.
Fraucus, are you there?
That shit was going on for 2 hours before you muted it. You muted the notifications while we were on the fucking stream.
I stepped away for a few minutes because I had to take a piss, and with one arm, it takes me a while. What's up?
I would imagine it would. I was curious about something there, Trippy.
What's up?
You started a stream before ours, and that's fine, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. I did see, however, out of curiosity, I did see Zelengedun on there, and I know you sent a link out to Brockus, and he saw that as well.
Yeah, I wanted to get the proper villains back together.
Yeah.
I would like to see Brockus and Zell, and I'm being 100% honest here. My opinion is that those two were great when they were together. They were funny. They brought people to watch the show. They did well. I don't like the fact that their real life relationship got broken up because of YouTube.
Well, it didn't necessarily got broken up by YouTube. I mean, other stuff happened that caused it to happen. That was something that
I don't like what happened. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, we don't like what happened, but I mean that's like what happens on the internet's one thing. What happens in real life is another, and it's what happened in real life that essentially killed the proper villains.
I mean, fuck, I'm not demonic. I might be a loudmouth, and I might be, straight to the fucking point, and people might want to look at me and call me a liar over an opinion, but that's his opinion. It's just pretty bad that you got to go around and continue to say that.
Misinformation or lies is not
Where
valid.
Did I lie, though? I'm still waiting for that evidence.
You're still saying, we can't trust Leaf. What's your proof for that? This. Well, you're wrong about that. Oh, yeah, well, I still don't trust him. That's my opinion. No, your opinion is invalid. You got no reason.
In right here. I said, I don't trust Leaf. I personally don't trust Leaf.
And your
You're
proof
running
of that,
around accusing me
which
of
you were
taking-
Why
asking,
would
you were
I
more than happy
need
to
proof?
fucking put out for everybody to try to start drama, was proven wrong.
Blah,
By
blah,
the Guardian.
blah.
Can I step in here now that we have
Of course.
Now that we have two other people in there. Well, we had two other people, so Zell was here for a bit. May I ask?
From my understanding, Zell's blacklisted from the stream, so I don't know why.
Well, you know, that's bullshit. Either way.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
was going to ask what happened, how they got in here.
Trippy,
I gave him the
who
fucking
do you
link.
think?
I gave him the link. Why would I hide that? Look, he wanted to come in. He wanted some things to
No,
say. I mean, look.
Zell is Stream.
Okay.
You can't
Hold
just
on.
do that.
Well, I did, didn't I?
Oh my god.
Zell
What,
isn't
I break a
allowed on
fucking
the
law?
stream anymore.
How am I supposed to know? Where's this blacklist posted?
Well,
I
Schmeckle
forget
posted
shit
it.
quicker than Schmeckle.
You work for Schmeckle because you have a
Dude,
show
eat
on
my
Zoom,
ass for a few
but
seconds.
You don't
Quiet.
know what the fucking rules are. Because you
I don't know
don't
what
care.
the fucking rules are. You sound like a child right now. Why are you so hot? Are you mad because I kicked you out of my after stream? Are you upset because I kicked you out of my after stream
get
last
the
night?
attention you're getting now, and now you want to cry and play the fucking victim, which ironically is what you project on the fucking.
I hurt
others.
his feelings.
You fucking two-faced, fucking
SJW,
Alaska
bitch.
2.0.
Why are you being such a
You're
snowflake?
fucking.
Why are you being such a snowflake? You and Leaf and the Guardian. Why are you all three such snowflakes?
Projection. Everyone else has a victim complex.
Any
Everyone
little
else
bit of
is a
heat that is
snowflake.
applied to
Everyone
you,
else is
you
a
melt.
liar. You've been
just
caught
melt.
out how many fucking times? But
Guys,
it's
yeah,
never you.
what are
You're
you
a
fucking
master
talking
fucking
about?
troll. You gotta
What is he
rip off
talking
the
about?
fucking
Does
Joker
anybody
as your
know
icon.
what I've been
It's
cut off from?
crazy. No, fuck off.
No, you fuck off. You're the one coming in here not on, my fucking stream, and you're scared to say shit on my fucking stream to my face.
Dude,
But
I
yet
told
Say
you.
it to your face
You
right
said
now.
you
What
were
are
fine
you
with
You've got a
talking
friend
about?
in here, so you are more than willing to scream at the top of your fucking lungs.
No, dude. Okay, you want to know why I'm talking about this shit now? You want to know why? Because I said then before that stream started, I'm not taking a fucking side on this shit. But
Yeah,
then I
but
come in
then you
here,
did take a
just
side,
because
didn't you?
Leaf's on the fucking stream and not you. You spam the fucking chat. You spam the fucking chat like an
Nope. Did I
autistic
ask for an
fucking
invite
retard.
before my name was said? Nope.
Bullshit! I saw
Go back
your
and
ass.
look in the
You
chat.
were in
I
the
never
chat.
asked for a link to this until
You were in the
I heard
chat
my name said.
spamming.
well,
Until
to be
Spamming.
fair,
It's spamming.
well,
But you didn't want attention. You were just spamming for the fuck of it, apparently. You called all your friends in to help you spam. For the fuck of it, apparently.
Yeah, Bruni was already in here, and he just followed my lead. Didn't ask him to until I saw him say,
coming in. You just
Well, I might have asked him
a
to.
friend of yours and were spamming the same shit. Yeah, that was just it wasn't coordinated at all. It wasn't coordinated. I didn't message anybody. It
Talk
just
like a
happened
human,
naturally.
like an
It was
adult.
organic.
Can you talk like an adult instead of?
Motherfucker, can you?
Tyro, you have 5 seconds to explain how you're involved before I boot you two.
Well, mainly because Apathetic Ranter said you have to prove that you have a personal opinion.
Yeah.
So
No,
like,
I
I'm
said
like, that's not how personal opinions work. You don't have to prove them.
if an opinion is based on misinformation or lies or just lack of knowledge, that opinion is invalid.
Well, then don't say he has to prove it. Say he has to clarify why he has it.
No,
and if all he has
tried
is
to.
gut instinct, well, there you go. I mean,
That's what started with
Trippy
all
hasn't
this.
asserted that his opinion
God.
should be taken by anyone as anything other than his opinion.
Did you hear the Molotov he threw at the end of the last Cunt stream last night before Cards Against Humanity? Did you hear it?
Yeah, Guardian's my bitch.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking
because of
about?
why?
Guardian
Because
is my bitch, and
you
he will remain
demanded
being my
that
bitch
you know-
until he actually gives me an apology.
No, you said he's a bitch because he
He's
won't
wrong.
prove me wrong. He proved
He
you
is
wrong.
wrong. Dude, you
Timestamp.
go
He
look.
proved you
And then
wrong.
like, we need an
Okay,
apology. I need
both
an
of you
apology
two-
now. You
both of you two.
shifting cunt.
Speaking of people being
kinda-
wrong, you had brought up me in the Cards Against Humanity stream about the Cards Against Humanity stream, and
I referenced you were there. I didn't make any accusations about anything you said.
No.
Oh, now he
accusations. You
kowtows
brought-
because it's a woman
Trippy,
talking.
Hold on. I was brought up as You tried to claim that Trippy was trying to get me to talk shit on Brockus. That is not true. I almost started talking shit on Brockus on my own and calmed my own self down.
Okay, and then what? What did
Be-
Trippy do? He said, "Do it. Go on. Come on. Say it. Just say it. Come on."
He
Not an adult.
wasn't goading me into doing it. He was like, if you want to talk about it, feel free to talk about it. That's how I took that. He wasn't trying to be like, no, you need to talk about this shit. No, here. He wasn't instigating in any way, shape, or form. So that statement that you had made, I feel to be incorrect and untrue. And y'all be acting like a bunch of bitches because this is ridiculous. Like, why are you so mad about this right now, Apathetic Ranter?
It's simple because I thought the shit was squashed last night. I thought the shit was squashed last night.
I would like
Guardian haven't said shit about it all day today. All day today. Haven't said shit about Trippy, about any of the shit. Haven't fucking brought it up. So what gives Trippy the right to then come into the fucking chat and then try to start instigating shit and then get all upset when someone's like, fuck it, I'll give him the attention he clearly fucking wants. And now he wants to play the victim card. The shit was squashed. The shit was over. But no, you want to continue the shit. You want to continue it.
I've not heard Trippy once play the victim card. I haven't.
Well, Kate, to be fair,
to be honest,
I was crying in someone's DMs during the whole thing. But that being said, I want to speak for my
keep bringing
fucking
up
self.
DMs, Leaf. It looks real good.
But anyways, I don't have the DMs because it wasn't screened. Anyways, the issue is Trippy lied. He was called out on his lie, and when presented with the evidence, he was like, "I'm not watching that," and he was given time to sense and everything. Now, so Trippy lied about me on the first stream where he said he presented it as fact. It wasn't his opinion like he's trying to claim. He said I flagged someone. He said I send my personal army after people, etc., etc. And then later in that stream, yeah, he did, I guess, apologize or whatever. But like, not even a fucking week later, motherfucker does it again where he implies I did it. So
I still don't trust
his
you.
apology doesn't mean shit. So that's what people are calling him out on. The fact that he lies and repeatedly has lied, not just about me or to Squirrel multiple times. He's also lied to Brockus. He'll tell Brockus he doesn't have an issue with Brockus, but then he'll be a little shit and make snide remarks towards Brockus.
Brockus knows the issues I have with Brockus.
Which is true, that you don't have any issues with Brockus, or that you do have issues with Brockus? Which is it?
Look, I don't have any problems streaming with Brockus, this, that, the other. I have issues with a stream that happened before all you little fucks were involved in this shit.
Oh, so it's jealousy then?
No, it's not fucking jealousy. Do you have to be here?
You were the one begging for attention in the chat.
Here's a good question for what is this stream about? Like, what is going on? What is the issue? Trippy saying shit in chat, and then people decided they wanted to get on and start screaming about Trippy. And,
to be fair,
and then you decide to go ahead and link Trippy.
Okay, so Trippy had been spamming the chat. I guess he wanted attention. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to him, and neither was Brockus, but Ranter was, and whatever. So I was
honestly,
can I step in real quick here on this? This stream in particular, we started off talking about the original shows and the drama going on with stuff. It was a little nerd stream, but because it's towards the end where we would be shutting down, we would feel bad if we didn't bring up potential drama that has been going on. One of which being, of course, when Trippy had a stream going on, and Gadun, you and Zell and all that were on there, and it felt a bit strange that was going on, even though knowing full well there was a Kun stream going on.
That had been going on already for about an hour, half an hour before you guys had started.
The fact that Trippy tried to invite Brockus knowing Zell was on, knowing like Zell, and then trying to come up with this like bullshit.
Fucking well, Leaf. Okay, it's awfully strange that you like to share DMs. You like to talk shit about people.
Hold on. Do you want to know why Trippy tried to invite Brockus? Because when I got the link, I was like, shit, like it's me and Zell again. Like this is feeling almost nostalgic. Trippy, invite Brockus. So that was me. That one again is on me. I was feeling nostalgic. You know, it would have been interesting to see because Zell and Brockus, even after the stuff, they've been on a stream. Actually, they were on a cunt stream together one time. And they seem to be getting along well enough and amicably enough and decently enough. And now all of a sudden, like I don't know why Zell's suddenly blacklisted. That's an interesting
I forget
turn of
what the
events.
reason was, but it
But-
was recently updated by Schmeckel.
Okay, but that seemed to be a
I
reason
could be
thing,
wrong,
because
and if I am
remember-
wrong, I will apologize to him on a stream at a later time. But like, I believe he's on the ban list. If he's not on the ban list, he's on the excommunication list, which means he's technically banned. But
Yeah.
I guess
Well, again,
with
like I think
permission.
that'd be a strange thing for that to suddenly come about when, one of the last times, even after all the drama between the three of us, and it was between the three of us, even after all of that, Schmeckel had Zell linked and in a stream with you. You guys were all in a stream together, so Zell being suddenly blacklisted when there didn't seem to be a lot of negative or drama or animosity between you and Zell, at least not in that stream. It seems an odd turn. So that's what I'm curious about. But this turned into this because there was stuff being said in a chat, like somebody was Trippy's being trippy in a chat. Like, was that it?
I think one of the things is that there was a stream going on, and knowing the history, and knowing that it's an uncomfortable topic to bring in there, it is a bit maybe let's just say inconsiderate.
Yeah.
About,
did you know though, Samaj, that I had over 200 notifications last night, courtesy of Leaf and the Guardian? And
that's an interesting point, but it's also not the one that is relevant to this.
Well, kind of it is, because that was the result of them continuously calling me a fucking liar, even though
again that doesn't apply. I'm sorry to tell you this, there, Trippy, but that's not important. That thing you're talking about, that involves Leaf. That's an entirely different topic.
Well, Leaf's fucking here right now, Samaj. I'm sorry, dude, but I got a problem, and I'd like to handle it.
Maybe you should take some Ritalin or something. And
no, that's not even the situation, dude. I'm not mad at you, obviously. You did nothing.
And I'm not mad at you, but I was just talking about, you're talking about a completely different thing with Leaf. I was talking about the proper villains. I'm talking about Gedun. I'm talking about Zell. That's the topic there. We're not talking about Leaf right now. We'll get to Leaf if you want. But you're going to have to wait your turn on this subject, because right now...
I don't have a problem with that. I wasn't the one screaming in here.
No, I get that, but you're changing the subject. You're changing the subject, and I don't know why.
All right,
well,
go ahead and finish your thing with Gedun.
Samaj, well, this is in turn part of the original subject.
How does Leaf involve with the proper villains?
No, not with the proper villains. That's a completely different subject. If that's why
that's
I'm
my
on,
point, exactly.
Yeah, that's a different subject. I changed that to a different subject. I changed from the initial subject into the whole fact that, the whole proper villain stuff or whatever, when Zell got brought on and was, at that time was not apparently banned or blacklisted. I had brought that up because, that was something that I was curious about as well. And so I changed the subject, which was originally why Trippy was, Trippy being Trippy, and what the whole thing that started all of this, that got Trippy a link, that got me a link, like what that was all about. So I'm the one who changed it over to whatever the proper villains thing, and we're not even talking about proper villains right now. We were just talking about I was talking about the fact that why Zell would be blacklisted when he wasn't.
Okay.
Like, why now he because they were very amicable.
What I was
Brockus and
getting,
Zell were very amicable in that stream when they were talking, when they were having that discussion.
And can I apologize to you, because I never meant for you to get dragged into this. My issue was with Trippy. The only reason you got brought into it was, and if we disagree on how we viewed the situation, fine. But him, it sounded like he was trying to goad you into talking shit when you would be like, no, I'm on good terms with
Well, you know,
him.
dude,
I don't want to do that
here.
shit.
You're
And
claiming
he wasn't-
that
and-
I
and-
am slandering people, and you've slandered me here tonight by
You're
saying
calling
that
her
I'm a liar.
jailbait.
You said
You're trying
she
to-
is fucking
you're trying to
jailbait.
slander
No,
Samaj as
wait.
making anything.
You misquoted me. I called her pedo bait. You fucking
Okay,
misquoted
but
me
Trippy,
right
you
there.
did, but you did lie. Like you got called out.
When did I
evidence,
fucking
and you
lie?
blatantly ignored it. You said on a stream that I had flagged someone down, that I had sent my personal army after them. Well, none of
And
which
you
was true.
filled me in by letting
And
me
then-
know that it was one of your followers who did it. And I said, okay, that's
Then-
cool.
okay,
You
but then on
shouted, or
another
you
stream-
fucking
another
called
stream
that guy
recent-
out.
Another stream recently, you did imply again that I had flagged that person. So
Implied,
I'm
huh?
sorry if I don't see you. Your
Now it's
words
implied.
mean jack shit when you say one thing and then you do another. Like I said,
When I
you,
say one
you say you don't
thing-
have an issue with Brockus, but then you make snide remarks and you constantly bitch and moan at him.
Brockus
And-
knows I make fun of him. I do it all the time. I'm sorry, Brockus, if you've ever taken that personally.
Oh, here comes the two-face, and now he's everybody's
You shut the
friend.
fuck up, you
Now
fat-headed
he's
little piece of
everybody's
shit.
best friend,
You
because now he's on the
gobble-headed little
stream where he can
asshat.
try to leech out a
You
few
fucking
subscribers.
turd gobbler.
What is why what like he had apologized for having been misinformed or whatever, and now because he has an opinion that is not agreed
Well,
with, like
is his
this
opinion
is
that
about a
Samaj makes kitty porn? Is that just an opinion, or is that a slanderous accusation? Like,
I
or is
said
that
in the
just a
chat
joke?
that
I'm
it
just
might
joking,
be
guys.
illegal to
I'm
make
being a
movies.
troll. I'm trolling. I'm
It-
trolling. I'm not.
want-
You're not trolling. The fuck. The fuck is your goddamn?
Wow, you are
What the
super
fuck?
triggered, sir.
I'm
So-
triggered. You're the one who
Speaking of
stands
Villain,
chat.
do we want to
fucking
bring
lose
that
it
up
in the
again? Like
stream.
I'll
One
gladly
at a time,
change the
folks.
subject
One at a
back
time.
to proper villains, and I can.
One-
I'm sitting right here next to Zell. If you guys want to say hi.
Hi, Zell.
Anyways, no, okay, the fresh.
They weren't done saying hi to me. If you could
Hi,
please
Zell.
quiet your 2,000 followers, they were saying hi to me.
Nobody.
Hi,
Oh,
Trippy,
that's
how are you
another-
doing?
Another great accusation, accusing her of buying fucking
But choosing
followers?
her about
I never
you're fucking
accused her of
autistic. I
that.
swear to God, you were born
You
in
need to
2008,
shut-
weren't you?
Look, Zell, this guy's
What
gonna
the
say
fuck
now
is
that I
this?
accuse.
Is this the
he's gonna
Hugbox
try.
Chronicles Part 8? Like, what the fuck happened to this stream?
Yeah, dude, it's
What are you
slowly
fucking guys
becoming
doing?
full.
You just sad little white knight on here. You fucking get the fuck off here, you little fucking pussy.
I'm a fucking white knight. The only reason you're on
I'm
here
the
for the
fucking-
fucking Trippy. You're white knighting for
and-
fucking Trippy, but I'm
And
the white
Leaf,
knight 'cause I
Leaf,
got
look at
shit.
this. Look at this,
of
Leaf.
someone
Why don't you
dragging
put a
drama
stop to this,
that was
Leaf? Why don't you start
squashed.
talking more, Leaf? Start talking more. Be like, hey, shut up, man. I can defend myself.
I've been trying.
Get your hand out of her pussy. Stop making it.
Actually,
If you're gonna have your hand in her pussy, at least make her talk.
Zell,
Hey,
to
Did
be
you,
fair-
did you fucking hear me say anything about
I
Leaf
didn't hear you
other
say
than the
anything.
fact
I don't
that
want to hear
he
you.
was
I don't want to
making
hear
up
you ever
drama?
again. You're retarded. I just don't.
Then shut your fucking mouth.
You're
Leave the
terrible.
fucking stream.
Just stop.
Bye.
All right, hey,
You don't wanna
look,
talk, then
Leaf has
bye.
been trying to actually talk for herself, and you have not yet let her.
So, fuck.
So,
Can we talk about? First we have a new co-host who's Miss Hugbox Chronicles 3.0, and then we have a fucking masked dyke who's apparently sleeping with a man who was holding on to doxes for months and did a 2-hour stream where she equated stalking to drive-bys, but we're gonna pass that shit off. And then we have another man who's just like a fat retard with a broken shoulder who just cries all the time about being a victim when we can't make fun of him on a fucking stream. Kadam was teasing him. Who cares? Why are we crying right now about insults? What the fuck happened?
You want to know why? Because fucking.
I don't want to know why from Mr. Born 2008. I don't want to know from you. I don't want to. Anytime you're talking, I just want Leaf to talk.
All his fucking little
and then anytime she talks, I just want to drive over her in my driveway.
This apathetic ranter guy is probably the second biggest snowflake here right now.
I'm starting to be convinced that she doesn't have as many followers as she has. Every follower is just a new type of STD.
Awesome. It sounds like a pretty good hypothesis there. Look, you were going to go ahead. You might as well go ahead and claim that I said she bought her followers when I didn't. I never actually said that. I said I would never actually. I would never accuse her of purchasing followers because why the hell would she?
Do I have to? Oh, you'll probably.
Yeah, you can go right the fuck back, buddy, because I know exactly what I said. I said it very much on purpose, jackass. I remember what I said.
Okay, then
look.
Fucking say it verbatim. Then you fucking
remember. Shut the hell up and you listen to me for a minute. I had to listen to your bitch ass scream, cry, moan, bitch, just be genuinely upset because of somebody else's situation. You're gonna listen to me for a few seconds. I'm sorry that it hurts that a better man is speaking right now, but you're wrong. You're very wrong. And you need to go check your shit. No. Wasn't done. Still talking, dumbass.
Everybody know.
You need to go check your shit yourself instead of listening to everyone else.
Spam in chat if you weren't triggered that Leaf was on a fucking stream.
Because I fucking felt like it. I was live and it felt like a fun thing to fucking do. Now what?
So
now what?
You're admitting to making drama that you can get views on your stream.
And then you're on my own.
And you're mad
on my fucking
card because someone called you the fuck out for what you're
I'm just gonna let you spurg out like a retard. Go ahead, keep going.
Phoenix says, hello.
Hi, American Phoenix. How are you today?
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure yeah.
Oh, he's saying hi to Sel. Hi, American Phoenix. I love you.
Yeah, basically.
That guy's got a glorious beard. So I've got a retard yelling at me, everyone, about how he's not mad.
No, I'll admit, I'm fucking annoyed. I'm fucking annoyed because you get so fucking triggered about someone being invited onto a stream.
Nope.
That you're not on. What other reason
not the case,
you have to do? What other reason for spamming the chat? What other reason?
Are you tipping a fedora right now?
Drama that you're now crying about. Saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're mad. I can't believe people are fucking talking about the shit I instigated. You instigated it. You're getting the shit you flung at people, and now you're calling everybody in.
You're instigating a whole bunch of shit.
Everybody come in and defend me. Everybody, come on.
No single person. The only person that I invited here tonight.
Fuck off. You're a fucking drama whore.
You want me to fuck off? But I see that you like talking to me, don't you?
I called you out on this shit. And now you're like, I don't know why this is happening. Why is this man giving me shit, throwing the same shit at me that I threw at someone else who was doing her best to ignore you? Brockus was doing his best to ignore you. Samaj was doing his best to ignore you. And you kept doing it. And I gave you the attention you fucking wanted, and now you're fucking crying about it, you little fucking
bitch. Ranter. Hey. Raise your fucking hand before you speak to me, kid.
Oh, fuck off, kid. Motherfucker, you look like a 12-year-old with Down syndrome. With your fucking...
I sure do.
Your fucking 1995 goatee.
That's weird, dude.
Like a fucking hairline like you were born in the fucking 60s.
You called me cute last night when you saw me on the fucking cam.
No. I said, shit, I expected you to look different.
Took you a minute about that. Took you a minute to think about that, huh?
Because
what's his deal, Trippy?
Warriors.
I don't know anymore, dude.
What's his dealio?
Well, his name's Ranter, so I think he's trying.
Why is he so angry? Like you're not a drama whore if you just talk shit on people. I talk shit on people and call people out. Am I a drama whore for pointing out how much of a hypocrite little Miss Anonymous is and her stupid cunt baggery? Does that make me a drama whore now?
No,
because I'm going to call that out.
Just pointing somebody out for something you don't feel is right.
Yeah. Are we drama whores for spamming in chat about Leaf's tree frog hole because it's funny and because we got the reaction that we wanted? Look at you, little pathetic bitch. And we did it. That's why we did it.
No, let me
I
ask you
honestly-
a question. If
It's
someone
funny.
proved-
Look, it's
if
funny.
someone
It's funny
proved-
because look at how she's reacting. We know Leaf's upset, and we know you're upset.
No,
Yeah.
hold up. Let me ask you a serious
No,
question.
hold up, what? You're pissed off.
Hold on,
Are you
no,
fucking
hold on,
fine with
Samaj.
Are you pissed off or not?
Let me
Samaj,
ask
he
you a-
wants
Are
to
you
ask
pissed
a
off or
serious
not?
question. Go ahead, dude.
Are
If
you
someone
pissed
came
off,
to
or
you-
is this just a
if
regular
someone
heart
came
problem?
to you with
Don't-
proof that all the
don't
shit
talk over
talking
each
about
other.
Mr. Non was false, would you keep it going?
Wait, what?
Excuse
someone
me, but
came to
he's
you-
known her for quite a lot longer.
Wait,
than
hold on, what?
It's a
not knowing her.
hypothetical situation. I'm
Wait,
just
what?
saying.
What were you saying?
If someone say something happened and you blame Miss Anonymous for it, I'm using a hypothetical. I'm not basing it on the exact situation. But then
Yeah.
someone came to you with information showing that you were wrong about your assumption. Would you keep the drama going?
That she is a liar though.
But no, I'm saying it. Okay, completely separate person. You're talking
Yeah.
shit because something happened. You get told, "Hey, you're actually wrong about this. It didn't happen that way." Would you continue to say the exact same shit?
Well, you do.
Yeah.
You won't shut your fucking mouth. You're still upset when you don't get that we were just talking shit because it's fun to talk shit, and you guys are pussies, so we're gonna do it more.
Yeah.
This whole fucking room is
snowflake.
pussies.
I mean, everybody
Schmeckel's the
just
only
wants
one
you.
in here who's probably not a pussy. The rest of you guys are
Ranter.
just fucking shameful.
Rant.
This is a disgrace.
So we're pussies
Ranter.
because
Ranter.
y'all spam
Hey.
shit. Get it, or not y'all.
Listen,
This
dude.
is so
Trippy.
retarded.
Everybody
Because
just
Trippy
watched
spam
you
chat, get
melt
attention,
under a
got
little
the
bit of heat.
attention, and then has to call in people to defend.
Can you imagine we're structuring an entire stream around we hopped into a chat and we're like, hey Leaf, what about your tree frog hole? And then this guy's like, you gotta take it back.
Actually, the only thing I've heard out of his mouth is
Like when did
Sounds like a fucking flock of
when did talking shit and calling people out become, oh, now you're a drama whore? It's weird. It's like we have to tiptoe through shit. Like we got to tiptoe
No,
through like,
the
oh,
issue
when you
is, if the basis of
thought
your shit
when
talking
no
is
when you
proven
thought
wrong,
when you
and
thought
you
for a
keep
second
dragging
when
it
you
up,
thought
that
when you
makes
thought
a fucking drama
listen
whore bitch.
when you thought
I'm
no
sorry.
listen when you thought for a second that Cadunt was talking shit on Brockus. So
No, I admitted she didn't.
So,
I
no,
said-
hold on.
I said that Trippy tried to
So,
get her into
he
So-
listened to her. He
No,
got quiet. He
hold
listened
on.
to her explanation.
Hold
but
on.
he yelled at me because I don't have a vagina.
No, but hold on. So, if she was talking shit on Brockus, so we can do that, guys. Hey, how about this? How about a few days ago, or was it a week ago? There was a cunt stream where they were talking shit on me. And I'm on a ban list from the Hug Box.
Oh yeah, that's right, man.
I guess
Well,
people can do that. It
Hold up,
happens.
hold up.
People
Yeah,
do that.
Is
Why are
Cadunt
you
was trying to
screaming
be a
and
fucking
crying?
adult.
Snowflake.
You're speaking for
You have a
Cadunt.
math test tomorrow. 5th grade's important. What are you doing?
Yeah, dude. He'll graduate in about 30 years.
Mm.
Maybe. If he gets
What?
to fucking like.
I'm
shoot on
just
the,
seeing this whole fucking stream devolve into the SJW Hugbox Chronicles, and it's like, what the fuck is
Objection
this
is
shit?
just fucking wonderful.
You guys talk shit.
Mm.
Oh, we can't talk shit about Brockus anymore. Oh, poor little Brockus.
And you
We can't
know
talk shit
too,
about
as
Leaf.
well.
Don't talk shit about Leaf because you'll get yelled at by the Brockus.
projection.
Because White Knights
The
rule, guys.
projection.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The projection.
Are you
is
fucking kidding me?
Fucking wonderful.
Get fucked
Because you're
up.
fucking no. Hold on.
He's
Look,
still
hey,
mad.
that's
See,
great.
he still doesn't
Ranter.
get it. That this
You're
is
talking
exactly
for
why we
fucking
did what we did.
You're here
There's
talking
no
for
muting
Cadunt,
allowed here,
putting
or else
words in her goddamn mouth. But I'm talking for Lee.
gobbling over here.
But I'm talking for Lee. But y'all talking for Cadunt.
I don't know what your point is, dude. Get to it.
We don't know.
Not
You're just
to-
upset
You're a drama
because
whore. You
some
drag
small
shit
titty
up
chick
on
won't
a
touch
drama
you
whore,
on
but
Twitter.
fucking channel.
But, yeah.
And the only reason you're fucking on here is because you're going to try to
But yet,
link more and you're going to
on
fucking
my
link on
channel,
Twitter like, oh,
when I was
I'm a
involved in all that
victim,
drama
oh,
with Sarah, there was not one single stream on my channel
Wait,
that
what is he doing
involved
now?
Sarah.
People calling me out.
yeah, what's going on? Yeah,
I
he
spent an
hit
hour and a
the
half
next
trying to
stage
get attention,
of
and I got it. This is
remorse,
horrible. This
and
is a
it's
hard
jerking
box.
off. Like the first stage is like get mad and White Knight. The second stage is jerk off, cry, and think of Leaf, and then it just gets worse. The third stage is park a van outside her house with binoculars, and then call it a drive-by on a 2-hour stream. You
This guy
fucking
is
cunts.
garbage.
You
He is
fucking idiots.
Cunt garbage.
God
he just
damn.
sits here and throws wild accusations at people.
I pray for the audience that
The
listens
shit
to
you were
this
talking
fucking
on
show.
that fucking stream.
Listen,
Unironically.
dumbass.
Anyone can go watch it
Listen,
unless you're fucking
dumbass.
deleted.
And Leaf, you're included here too, so I'll just call you Dumbass Light. You say I ran to Brockus, when in actuality, I spoke to Brockus and Schmeckel on a live stream in front of an audience and told them how I don't
I
trust
didn't
you.
say shit about you running to anybody.
I know you didn't say I ran to anybody right now in the past 10 seconds. But you did exactly what I said you were going to do, didn't you, Ranter? I said last night, you said that you're friends with Leaf. That means I expect you to tell her every single thing I say tonight.
I did it, though.
Right.
I fucking did it.
Right.
You can release
You've
all
done it
at the
already,
end.
dude.
I
You
didn't
did it
say
in this
shit.
stream, dipshit. You did it in here. Who's my bitch?
But you dragged the shit up. Shit that was
Guardian are now
squashed.
my bitch.
After
You
you
and
spent
Guardian
a
are now my
fucking
bitch.
hour and a half spamming
Is it
chat,
cute?
begging for fucking
I'm gonna
attention,
have-
like a pathetic fucking whore.
See,
And
when
then
is
you
that
get it,
begging for
and now you're
attention?
gonna act
When is
cool,
that
like,
begging
I got
for
what I
attention?
wanted.
That's
I'm a
funny.
method pro.
That's just
I'm
funny.
a method pro. Fuck
and-
off.
Why
If
is
you-
trolling and being funny begging for
Zell,
attention? It's just fun.
Zell, if he knew half of what he thinks he knows, he would know that I sent Guardian a message last night telling him I would speak to him either in an online hangout or an offline hangout about this situation. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? Apathetic.
Why won't you handle this shit in public? The shit was on Twitter. Why you gotta
What did
go
I
to a
just
fucking
say?
stream?
What did I
shit
just say?
was-
I would
linked to
talk
the
about
fucking
it
tweet.
in an online
Demanded in that fucking Molotov. And then
Wow,
you're like,
you're
I don't want to
stupid.
talk about this anymore.
Wait,
This is
I like
stupid.
how
got
I like how
proven
1
wrong.
week this community's like
Everybody.
keep everything private, and then the next week they're like
wrong.
make everything public. We'll talk
Motherfucker, you
about
were
this
feeding off the
publicly.
attention.
What
So
happens,
I
though?
told you you can mute
Thanks, Optimus.
notifications. And then you're like, oh yeah, I
Thank you,
can.
Optimus. I enjoy the new subs. Got another new sub. Thanks for the drama, dumbass. Anyways,
Just wanted to make
you
sure.
sit there, you act like you know everything. You want to tell people that I'm something I'm not. And bitch
Motherfucker,
about
I'm
me.
I'm just stating the shit you show publicly. If that ain't your fucking face, that's your problem, you two-faced fucking motherfucker.
You don't know anything. You're feeling kind of stupid, aren't you? I noticed you've gotten a little bit quieter.
I'm quieter
Listen, guys, silence.
because
There
I'm
was a
letting you
little
fucking
spot
bury
there.
yourself. I'm letting you
You are
fucking bury
the
yourself.
biggest fucking dumbass. You're just the dumbest dumbass. I don't even know if that's a title, but you get it. It's your new title, isn't it? You want to go to a hug box right now, don't you? You wish that this was a safe space, but you realize Trippy's here.
Where did I ever demand this be a hug box? If I wanted a
Never
hug box, I
demanded
would have
it.
told Schmeckle
I
to
said
not,
that
or not
you-
Schmeckle. I would have
I
told
was
Brock not to
asking
send you a fucking
something.
link.
You wish that it was a hug box, don't you? You wish that somebody would cut in and help your dumb ass out.
I'm not the one fucking sending links to people who aren't involved.
I sent one link.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
more than me,
Who's
motherfucker.
wrong again?
By the way,
So
I
who's
would
wrong
like
again?
to.
trying to
I would.
stack the
I would
deck on
like
their
to.
side, motherfucker?
I would like to. I would like to address something that was asked of me in the chat. Anti-hero said that whoever kicked him is a bitch, and they know it. So I just figured I'd make up for that whole thing. And this is all ridiculous.
So yeah,
This is-
Ranter.
This is fucking ridiculous. Like this
Whoa.
whole thing, this whole drama thing is really fucking ridiculous. Now, Trippy trolling in the chat, Trippy being Trippy, because this is what Trippy will do in the chat. And you talk about he doesn't want to make it public. Well, it was going public, and yet you're saying that because he wakes up to however many notifications due to the whole issue.
But wait, could
No,
you were in the
hold on,
stream last night.
please give me
okay.
one moment, please. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Oh, you get him.
But him waking up to all the notifications and responding back and talking about it, and maybe and talking about it, that's him bringing it up when it's something that he's just dealing with at that moment. That's not him bringing up the drama or anything like that. That's him dealing with it in the moment.
Are you
You know?
saying that in regards to the stream that he did earlier, that was just him dealing with it at the moment? The
Well,
messages. And
here's
I'm confused. You said you had like lots of messages today. Is that what happened? You were responding to
Well,
that?
it wasn't just today, man.
Well,
last
okay.
night.
It's been
Last night.
ongoing.
Last night
You're done.
within.
You were in the stream last night, right?
So I
Yeah,
get
I
cut
heard
off
you say
again.
One second, Apathetic. What was that, Trippy?
All right, last night I see that I saw the thing that that Leaf posted. It's not her fault that I got all the fucking notifications, only because it's the people that, come to her side. I had over 200 notifications in, honestly, less than 1 hour. I muted the conversation.
You muted the conversation like 4 hours after it happened.
Okay, thanks for knowing all aspects of my life. And then, I wake up this morning after having muted that conversation and doing my cards stream. I got another 42 notifications.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it's a bit ridiculous when you can't leave shit alone on the
How
Twitter.
did you? Oh, that's ironic. Kadun was in the stream last night, and she was there when I said, you can mute notifications, right? If you want the shit squashed,
And
like
I did.
you kept saying in the stream, let's just play a game of cards. I don't want to deal with this. Play a game of cards. Like, well, you can mute notifications because you kept talking about it.
Yeah, thanks for telling me.
You're like,
about that.
so how did you wake up with more notifications?
I don't know how the fuck I woke up with more notifications, but the fact is,
but Kadun, you were there. You heard him say,
only one of them was from Guardian. The rest were actually just people that I know. I had said 42 earlier. It was kind of, just an example. 42 is kind of normal for me, right? How come I had 200 as a result?
For bringing this shit up.
As a result of the Guardian continuing to fight on Leaf's behalf.
All right. Well, no. Here's a point that you want confirmed or that you're trying to make, Ranter, which is the fact that and actually the stream earlier wasn't centered around a lot of and it had been going for a while before this cunt stream was even scheduled.
I'm not talking about the
let alone no. I know. I'm gonna go back into the whole him talking about it and him bringing it up and stuff like that. Well, when people are annoyed and or heated, and as you noticed in that Cards Against Humanity stream, I was close to talking shit on Brockus, and the shit between me and Brockus, isn't fresh shit. It's not.
No, I get that.
It's not. And so like sometimes there's certain little things that'll it's running through our fucking minds. Everybody goes through this. And so for you to be like, oh, he's triggered little, he's so triggered right now, and that's why that's a disingenuous statement. That's such a well, not disingenuous, but that's really bullshit. That's a bullshit kind of statement to try and fall into, and it's a bullshit kind of argument that you keep trying to make, because this is something that people will do. If there's something stuck in our heads and going through our minds, and it's sitting there, and we've not really had the chance to even truly get all of our feelings out, and on top of that, this was fresh for Trippy. So it's not like, with me, I started getting like, shit, there's something that, had pissed me off all of a sudden, that I thought of when it came to Brockus. I'm like, no, I need to calm my shit. That shit's done and over
that's
with.
The difference.
But that is the difference. I was able to calm my shit because it's not fresh for me anymore. With Trippy, this shit is fucking fresh for him. It was all just last night. It was all yesterday. And it was a constant. It kept going and going. And even now, today, it is still being brought up now. And it's him venting. It's him trying to just let it out, and him talking. And once he's done with it, he's able to be done with it, because sometimes you just need that. Sometimes you need to just fucking talk about this shit. And if he's just trolling in the chat while still being kind of, he's making tree frog jokes, like whatever. Like if he's do that kind of stuff in a chat, then that's fine too. That's his way of venting and getting it out there and just releasing some of this pent up, frustration and annoyance. And some people need to do that. And right now you're going off on him. Leaf, have you been able to go off on Trippy? Like, is this something you need to go off on him about? Is this
not able to get a fucking word in for a long time?
You're really quiet right now. Is your mic up?
I can't do anything about my mic because of the stupid fucking phone.
Okay.
Look, I'll put myself
what a
on
tree
mute.
frog would say.
I'll put myself on mute so that she can talk, and I won't even attempt to cut in. Can we all do that? Can we all just like let Leaf go off?
Yeah, if she wants to go off, I have zero qualms with her going off.
The issue is with that I have, Trippy, is the fact that on a stream you slandered me. You made some false accusations, and yeah, I admit you apologized on that stream, and I was cool with that up until you again on another stream. Basically said that I did the thing you accused me of doing on the first stream that you said I didn't fucking do, and admitted to it. So that's my issue. Is you keep fucking doing it. You keep bringing it up. You lied, and you know it was proven. There was links given with timestamps, and you refused to watch it. And then people who have no fucking clue about any of this, haven't really watched the cunt stream before, they took the time out of their day to watch both those streams, and they're like, yeah, dude, I see where they're coming from. You said there's some things you presented as facts. You can't present things as facts and then turn around and say they're just your opinion, and that is my issue. Maybe, I don't know, work on your wording a bit so that they're stated as an opinion rather than presenting it as a fact, because that's how a lot of the people watching it see it. They see it as something that's being presented as a fact based on your wording. God.
My
Now that I've
opinion is
finally
fact,
been able
everyone.
to fucking say something after I don't even know how long of trying to talk, I want to mute myself and let Trippy respond.
Yeah, look, Leaf. I don't trust you. Is that? I mean, how is that a fact? How did I state that as? It is a fact that I don't trust you.
Okay,
Now,
there's a bit of a
I
difference
didn't
between.
say that. Go ahead.
There is a difference between saying that you don't trust me. That's fine, but when you go to people and you say do not trust Leaf, there's a bit of a difference there. I think. You know,
I'm pretty sure my exact wording
I
was, I don't
personally
think
do
you
not
trust her
trust Leaf,
either.
and telling other people do not trust Leaf. That's my issue. Aside
Hey,
from
everybody, don't
you
trust Leaf.
again-
She shares her DMs. She fucking goes behind her internet boyfriend's back and tells everybody how he is abusive towards her.
I actually
Oh, I'm
didn't.
sorry. Is that
That's
part
not
not
there.
public?
Would you like me to bring him on? Would you like me to bring him on because he knows exactly
Oh, okay.
what the
Apparently, you
conversation
guys are
was.
friends now.
I never once said he was abusive. So miss me with that dumb shit.
But she started
Not
crying
once
about him
did I
yelling
ever
at you
say
on
he
the
abusive.
internet over
I'm gonna
things that
stop
were
you
done
there,
with
Trippy.
you.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Trippy. I mean, that's.
Oh no, she likes to air her fucking private shit, dude.
Stuff. Yeah,
She likes to air it though anytime that it involves her having some
You're
drama to
bringing
live
this up
on.
on a fucking live stream. Not
Good.
once did I say he was abusive. I said his
Good.
anger.
Attack me, Leaf. Come on.
I've made some comments off air to people
They
like
were off air.
Smosh and Brockus, and one time I was upset because, you know, Shreckle is Shreckle and he was antagonizing my boyfriend. So yeah, I got a bit worried because and we've talked about this, my boyfriend is well aware that we've talked about this, that I have had some concerns about his anger, and he knows we both talked to Shreckle off air. So I don't know why the fuck you think you can bring this up live as some kind of like gotcha.
Oh, that's too
as
bad,
if
huh?
you're trying to instigate stuff with me and my fucking boyfriend. So, but I think you need to back the fuck off that shit, Trippy.
Oh.
That is not something you bring up live on
Did
air.
I fuck up again, guys? Oh no. You know,
Yeah, actually,
it pissed me off when you sit there.
You kind of did there, Trippy.
You sit there and you tell your little audience that I'm a liar every fucking chance that you get.
Actually,
Trippy's a liar.
you're
Trippy's a
one
liar.
that's
But
constantly
yet,
running
I'm
around
the one
saying,
that
"Shut up,
slandered
Trippy.
you for an
You
opinion.
lie, Trippy. You've lied to Brockus. You've lied about me. You've lied directly to Squirrel's
And I've
face.
still
So,
seen
you know what? When you
zero
constantly lie
evidence,
to people's
even
faces,
evidence
doing some shady
of
shit, yeah,
a
you're going to
lie.
get called out. And actually, half the time, it's not even me calling you out. It's other fucking people. I wasn't responsible for initially calling you out for a lie.
And you know-
All I did was point out that you were calling Squirrel a bitch. Or your bitch.
Squirrel
So
is my
I
bitch.
posted that.
And he'll
found it funny.
remain my bitch until he apologizes to me.
He doesn't owe you an apology. I'm sorry, but
He
he doesn't.
does.
He proved.
He does.
You,
I'm
you
probably never
asked
going to
for
get
proof,
it, so that
he
means
gave
he'll
you
be my
proof, and
bitch
you
until I do
blatantly
get it.
ignored it. That's on you. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
owe
my
you
bitch.
shit.
Well, he doesn't owe me shit. He's my bitch. That's payment enough.
So because he sent you proof that you won't
You are
look.
not included in this conversation, miss.
No, I'm just pointing out the fucking thing you keep running around. You asked for proof. He gave you proof.
Miss
and
me with all your
denied
bullshit,
to look
miss.
at the proof. So who's the bitch here? You got proven wrong. You denied. You denied even looking at the proof. You demanded in the little Molotov you threw.
Yeah, I still demand fucking proof. Sure.
He
I already
linked
looked
the
at the
fucking
stream, dude.
proof, and you
I
refused
already looked
to
at the
look at
stream.
it.
I already looked at it. Already looked at it.
So then what's the shit
I do
then?
not trust Leaf. I heard that she got, and I won't name the person, and I expect you guys to have that respect for this person. I heard she got somebody's thing shut down. It may not be just her that got it shut down. Then she informed me it was a follower of hers. That person was called out for his actions.
Wow, people
I
be talking
said,
that bad
okay.
shit when they're
Quiet,
going out to
mouse.
defend themselves.
Quiet, mouse.
Man, it's fucking
Okay, you know what?
sucks.
I've been waiting my fucking turn. Everybody needs to wait their damn turns, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you need to wait your turn, Guardian, for a second. You will get your chance. I'm sorry that I came at you all hot fire right now. But as I was saying, you explained that it was...
nigga talking, man?
Well,
Let
hold on a
Tim
second.
talk.
Yeah.
You explained...
No, hold on. We were going to let
This
Tim talk.
nigga let Atima talk.
Okay,
Your ass got
so
stopped yesterday.
I was still in the middle of saying something.
I know I was waiting for Trippy to finish, and then I was going to speak.
Yeah, I understood that. Why the hell didn't anybody else? Look.
Because they got a white knight so quickly.
Well,
just a sec, though.
it was Atima that was
I'm
talking.
almost done here.
Go for
It doesn't need to be 20 minutes. I'm sorry. You told me that it was one of your fans. You called that fan out. How is that proof that that fan did it in the first place? So I may have, the fuck's the word I'm looking for here? The way that I put it, I might have, yeah, sure. I may have insinuated that whatever the hell you want me to insinuate, what the fuck ever. It just because you called out a guy for flagging him doesn't mean that that person is the single and lone person. You know what I mean? You get it? It's fucking Twitter. Anybody can flag anybody. Anybody can flag anybody.
Just say what you're implying, man.
So if it was an implied thing, who the fuck cares? Why is that a lie?
You made a statement of fact. You made a statement of fact, and you got proved wrong. And then you repeated the same lie when you
obsessed with this Guardian.
What?
So, may I ask you one question?
What? You're a bitch? Yeah, you are.
No, you're my bitch. I'm pretty sure
that's a statement, not a question.
That was
a statement.
That was directly evident when you ran the fuck away from Twitter to your fucking friends on YouTube. I saw that. You were definitely totally not a bitch when you did that.
A whole bunch of times. I showed you the watch link like 20 times.
Anyways,
Anyways,
oh yeah, you said that shit. You said, fuck Twitter, come to YouTube. Oh my God.
You're all such children. The question is, why are you so upset at what I did? What does this have to do with you the least?
Let's see. You were on a stream talking that mad shit when I'm not even around, claiming you own me or I'm your bitch. You were doing that on stream. I woke up the next day.
Inserted yourself. Not after you inserted yourself. Why did you insert yourself? What upsetted you to the point where you felt you had to insert yourself?
Oh, really? So, let's see. Going back to when Scooby was involved, I defended Leaf because the same
Let me just
lies.
Just a sec.
No,
just a sec. Hold on. No. I need something to be known. I do not associate with Scooby.
I don't give a shit.
Do not associate.
Listen. Yeah, that was some fucked up stuff that was going on.
I don't want to. I do not associate with Scooby. I associate with Atema. Yes, I do not associate with Scooby, Terracin, or Burnside.
He's not saying that you're associated with him. He's saying that the situation started within the Scooby drama. Within that drama is where this started. He's not associating with Scooby.
Yeah.
Literally saying that, yeah.
1 second. Yeah.
AP in the chat was saying that he would like to see who's talking.
So was I right?
Brock can stop presenting me. If he's there. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm just saying.
Like, I'm going to say right now, I don't like you, Trippy, and only because of this shit. Like I
don't
tried
want you to.
I think
on
like
to the Guardian who was trying to talk.
Well, no, I'm trying to throw you a bone here, okay? My issue with you is just your behavior in this situation the past 48 hours. That's it. Now, if we settle this shit and we can be amicable, fuck it. Whatever. That's my only issue.
All right.
My whole thing is people should live to the standards they hold other people to. And what I saw was two-faced shit. That's it. That's the only reason I got on here and got like, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking give him the attention he wants. That's it. I don't want this shit to keep going. I thought this shit was squashed. I can understand, like, during that whole stream, the reason I shut my mouth, the reason I just made like the Twitter beef fucking answer and the fucking whatever was just making jokes after other people had made them. And I figured, you know, I'm gonna let these people get their shit out, let them crack their jokes.
I don't want to be involved in this, but I had to.
Hold on.
Well, I don't see anything about the drama all day on Twitter. I don't see anything about the drama that happened yesterday on Twitter. In fact, Guardian and Leaf were on that whole fucking catfish shit. Nothing about you. But then you hop in the chat. You're just spamming chat, tagging Leaf and all this shit. And it's like, what the fuck? I thought this shit was squashed. Like, y'all can hate each other for all I fucking care. I'm not here to white knight shit. I'm here to call out what I see as two-faced shit. The shit seems squashed. You hopped in, dragging shit out, whatever. And honestly, if you want to fucking troll, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But give it like 48 hours. Let shit calm the fuck down. Let everyone get their nerves fucking calmed. And then just go back. You got to learn when to poke the bear, when not to poke the bear.
No,
that's
let me. I'm not trying to cut in. All right.
I'll apologize. I went ham on you because I came in heated.
Yeah, that's all right. I've dealt with horsemen. It's fine. Well, look, I'm glad that you got that out. But let me ask you this: do you think that if I would have continued the conversation with, well, I'll just say Guardian, because at that point Leaf wasn't really saying anything. Do you think if I would have continued trying to keep up with that Twitter thing, do you think everything would have been squashed, or that me and him got to sit down and talk, or any of that? Or do you think that I would still likely, because I honestly don't know, do you think I would still likely be dealing with people yelling at me on Twitter?
Dude, okay, can you control your followers?
No. And
I control my followers, the fucking shit many I have.
I don't expect Leaf or anyone else.
You can't project what other people do for others.
Yeah, but the problem here was what Guardian was doing. And he's here.
Which was, to be fair, you threw a Molotov at the end of that stream aimed at Guardian. And you're like, you're just defending Leaf, or you're white knighting Leaf. No, like the whole Molotov was toward Guardian. If anything, I'm white knighting his squirrel ass. I mean,
well, if that's the case, and that's the case, I've been waiting to hear what Atama has to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little.
But I think, yeah. Go ahead, Atama. Bye.
Okay. One, I haven't lied about fucking anything, Leaf. Don't tell me I'm lying. I'm looking at this from my perspective, and I'm seeing what I saw. I'm not lying. Don't tell me I'm lying.
You keep saying that it's about opinions, and I've repeatedly explained to you, and other people have repeatedly.
Dude, and he already said, yeah, I got that part wrong, but it doesn't change my opinion, and here is my opinion. If his opinion is that people shouldn't trust you, he should be allowed to say his fucking opinion. Why do you care? He's a guy with less than 200 subs on the internet. Why does it fucking matter?
There is a difference between saying, in my personal opinion, you should not trust this person, or in my personal opinion, I don't trust this person, and saying, just outright saying, don't trust this person because of feelings.
But Leaf is saying, I don't think you should trust this person. The same as it's my opinion, because that's what I said. I said, I don't think you should trust this person.
Now I wish I was told more not to trust you.
Actually, no. The entire problem is that you say, I don't trust this person because she did this, this, and this.
Nope, didn't say because she did this. I said what I heard was okay.
Okay, and none of that's what I'm fucking talking about. Okay? Since that one moment where Since that one moment where he already said, yeah, okay, I got that shit wrong. And the following fucking statement was, it doesn't change my opinion. You guys are going on about a semantical thing It doesn't change
I'm
the
not.
fact that this is my opinion. This is fucking retarded. You guys are arguing because he got it wrong once, said it was wrong, and then everybody flipped out still. So he said, fuck you guys. That is part of the problem. The other part of the problem is, do you guys realize you are having a conniption fit and coming after somebody for their opinion? Do you know how close to groupthink playing you are right now?
You
I'm
can't.
coming. To be honest, I'm coming on based on behavior. I don't give a shit if he doesn't trust someone. I'm coming on
Well,
behavior.
if we're gonna go off of a behavior, everybody associated
doesn't follow.
Everybody associated with Leaf should step back and let her do something on her own for a while, because it seems that she's got a whole lot of people following her around and shouting louder than she could ever fucking talk. Seriously.
Yeah,
the herd
this
of
is just
people that
delightful.
follow
And I mean,
her
now there's
around
two
and
of
tell
them here.
everybody to be nice to her and do this and do that and do this is unbelievably frustrating. It is so goddamn hard to get to know Leaf because there are so many fucking people telling you how to talk to her.
You know, I think even on that same stream, I said that any given moment, with the way that shit works, I could change that opinion. It could be changed very easily. But with her sharing DMs constantly, posting screenshots of those DMs, it kind of seems like somebody I shouldn't trust. I'm just saying.
Well, Trippy, if someone came to you and said that you were lying,
but that is a pattern of behavior, repeated behavior of showing all this shit, making stuff that's supposed to be private very, very public. And I showed her what it feels like.
How do you explain what those instances are?
How is exposing someone who's threatening people and trying to dox
Wasn't
them
even your DMs in that
private?
situation, was it?
Is that something should be kept private, Trippy? You know,
You know what? Maybe, yeah. Maybe you guys should just have blocked the guy and moved on instead of turning it into a situation where that guy's now being called a doxer.
Wait, were you really slapping DMs everywhere on Twitter?
She likes to do that. That's kind of her MO.
Oh,
Okay,
hey,
why
look,
the
there's
fuck are
another
you? Why
fucking
are you
thing.
bitching about people bringing up personal stuff?
Accusation, or was that actual truth?
Threatening people and trying to dox someone because they won't let you on a stream.
He didn't try to dox anybody,
Showing that is
dumbass.
a little bit different.
Where
than
was
what-
the-
No, I'm talking
been
about.
ever.
I'm just talking about Trippy's case. Why are you bitching at Trippy about
Look,
personal
there was
info
this-
when you throw up personal info?
I don't throw up personal.
Yeah, it's
Yes, you do.
DMs.
Yes,
It's
you
DM.
do. That guy, the white knight for fucking.
That's scary. That shows
Wait,
people
no,
like,
you
okay,
guys
maybe I
put
can't
up-
trust
no,
you.
Hold the fuck up. You guys had conversations and all kinds of stuff you were using to catfish some guy. You guys put it up on the fucking stream. You guys were
Me, a
putting
guy,
up pictures
This,
and
this,
DMs
this is
and
this is why we don't
conversations.
trust you, lady. This is why you don't come off as trustworthy. This is why you come off as a little hug box.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Everybody. God damn it.
Shut the fuck up, Guardian, because you're just
squirrel.
You're just a one-eyed fucking mouse piece of shit.
You got a fucking pedophile catfishing, trying to fucking underage girls. And you guys are complaining that people showed that he's a fucking pedophile trying to get with underage girls. Are you
Yes,
fucking
because
kidding?
it should have been sent to the fucking authorities.
You're fucking muted by the fucking gay ass squirrel.
You do okay. This has been explained, and
All
I
it
don't
is
know why
a
people
space
still
button, you little
fucking get it. Of the authorities
Trying to call
not
people.
Yeah, get mad, leave. Finally,
Guardian.
Good God, I don't know why that's so fucking hard to get.
I don't know why it's so fucking hard to not understand that you're
Because
slapping DMs.
lesbianism
You're
is
slapping
really
DMs on
fucking
Twitter.
wrong.
You're slapping DMs on Twitter. Then don't bitch about someone bringing up personal info. Can you understand that? Can you mute that?
Bring to
Can I-
light
can I
that.
Also, fucking.
Can I pose the question?
You got that? You got that one?
I got a piece of fact for your
You
ass
good?
right here.
Little fucking tree frog. You good?
Fact for you. You want to hear a fact?
You guys
know,
were all
Leaf has
quick
been
yet?
talking the whole
Holy
goddamn
shit!
time,
Just a
right?
bag of hypocrites.
Would you like a fact, Leaf? You want a nice little fact-free little
I would
fax
like everybody
machine
to
over
shut
there?
the fuck up and stop talking over me.
No, you
people want me to know.
can
People
calm
want me
down.
to speak
You
for
can
myself
calm
when I'm
down,
trying.
can't you?
I can't do it when you guys don't shut the fuck up and let me talk.
You guys don't shut
Well,
the
then
fuck
go
up when I
right
want
ahead.
to talk. I got to talk over you.
Yeah, I've been talked over this entire stream. But go right ahead, Leaf, because you've been talked over this.
Oh
entire
yeah, let's
stream
give her
as well.
space, guys. Let's give her space. I'll put the cones out.
Dude, make sure that
guys
that
are
space is
salty as
safe.
fuck.
Fucking
No,
yeah.
salty is one thing. Being called a
You're
liar
salty as
for
fuck.
over
You're a
a
little bit.
week because of an
Entire time.
opinion.
The guy who claims
No.
salty first is the salty one. He who smelt it dealt it.
Oh man,
A
that's
slight
great
little
insult.
fuck
See,
up.
look at that! Look at that reaction. He's fucking pissed, and he doesn't even know why he's pissed.
Switching
We have a
devices.
fucking
No, none of
squirrel
these
out here
people
that's
seem to
just
know
like,
why they're
that's
pissed.
my vagina. Like, you know she's not gonna fuck you, right?
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Looks like Ranter. Looks like his internet decided to kill itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing because
I'm still trying to figure out why people are saying my opinion is the reason why people are having an issue when
you're still my
you
bitch,
repeat-
dude. Until you apologize to me for falsely claiming that I was a liar.
Falsely accusing me
falsely claiming that I was a liar. What I falsely accused Leaf of not being able to be trustworthy by myself.
I love how
my
you try to frame this shit as if that is the argument.
Oh my god, that is the fucking argument. What
No,
other
this
possible factors come into this? Now I will let you talk.
Hey, yeah, God, there you go. Yeah, you're showing your face. Now, Trippy, why are you continuing to lie? The argument was never about, oh, my opinion. I don't have a fucking issue with your opinion. You're talking about statements of fact that you repeated after being shown to be wrong.
Okay. I'm going to need I don't know,
Oh,
maybe
the
a
multiple
little bit
citations I gave you?
a little bit of fucking evidence.
The ones I showed
apologize to this woman on a fucking stream about getting a fact wrong, and I'm still being called a liar by a goddamn mouse with one eye and a fedora.
How about we just sell this right now? Hold on a second. Why don't we just sell this right now? Because I brought this up a couple times. Why don't you get that? Get the timestamps. Let's do it here. All of you.
I've already done that.
No, right here.
done it
No, what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about Twitter. Right here on the stream, right now. Screen share it. We'll play it, and everyone. Okay, well, can you send the link to like me or Bacchus or something? We'll play it. We'll play the clip.
I could do you something better. I got a guy that can play the audio from it. If he's awake still, that is.
Why don't I just give him the fucking link to the goddamn?
I got a guy that can play the video and the audio through Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Okay, good for you.
Yeah, you got those timestamps. Those precious timestamps.
The ones I showed you the other day, and he's like, "No, I don't want to look at that."
Random ass timestamp said to look at it at 47 minutes.
Did someone compile timestamps about someone being an ass to a girl?
Yes.
One timestamp for one stream.
No.
Tell me he's not a white knight right
This
now.
much work into like, okay, dude, you have to change that avatar to the squirrel tipping the fedora. You have to change it. It's fucking perfect. What the fuck's happening?
I don't know, dude. At this point, that fedora might be firmly stapled to his fucking head.
Oh my god! So what? So what? Trippy was an ass. I'm gonna be an ass.
In a way,
Leaf's an ass. Squirrel's an ass. Let's get over it.
I see here. I was testing every fucking time because it keeps muting like me when I'm trying to talk, when it prioritizes your guys' voices over mine. I've been literally trying to say something and it doesn't. Again, there it goes again. So Google Hangouts does not allow.
Are you telling me that all we have to do is talk and we don't have to hear you?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of voice meter shit?
He's on his phone. It's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. This is why I did this on Twitter, because he can't fucking shout over me like a
it's
bitch.
real easy. It's real easy.
On Twitter?
Said person.
I mean, you can. It's really funny if you try.
You want to keep spurging out like a little Riri over here, or
keeps complaining like a little bitch?
I will complain when somebody's saying something that's untrue and claiming that I'm the liar in the situation.
Oh, you're totally not.
Yeah, I'm kind of irritated by being a liar too.
You're still my bitch.
Show the
you
evidence.
are still my bitch.
Everybody knows
you know
you're
what,
a fucking liar.
You'll remain.
Atema covers for you because she likes you.
No, I'm not covering for fucking anybody. I don't need to cover for Trippy.
You're doing that. You're doing it right now.
No, I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that you guys are all sitting here policing language like fucking SJWs.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're
Yes.
screaming from the chat. No, you're screaming from the chat about how liar because
he lied.
Physically, he said, in my opinion, or that doesn't change the fact. You physically fucking wrote. That doesn't change the fact.
No, if he would have said, I don't like her, that's my opinion. Fine. I don't like her. I don't trust her. That's my opinion. That's fine. I don't like her because she's done this, and this. When it's obviously false.
Guardian, you've got a funny little wiener, but you're not too bad of a guy.
See, there we go. It mutes me every fucking time. This is why I don't like doing this Hangouts.
You know what's even better? Just clicking on you and putting you on mute. If I could do that,
funny because that's the only way you can win an argument. Because you're a little bitch.
I haven't done it yet. Have I to you? I did.
Hey
do it.
guys, you shouldn't trust Leaf. Okay, so we're gonna do a stream about that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh no. It all has to be on Twitter.
That is a
You
viable
want to do
statement.
timestamps for this one too, buddy?
It's all
No,
going to
you
be
can
on
say that.
Twitter.
That's your opinion. But when you say that,
Hey, don't trust her.
That's why.
True.
That's
Don't
that's
trust her. She puts DMs on Twitter. Don't trust her. There, that's factual.
That is actually a fair statement to make. How about that?
Yeah, I know it was.
She's
So
done that.
I just saved you a night of timestamps. I just saved you a night of timestamps. That was
I
fair.
don't know why you're trying to make it out as if I'm unreasonable. I
No,
literally.
you have been actually with
No,
my
man, no.
personal-
You're not unreasonable. What was I thinking? You just, autistically went through a stream and made timestamps to defend
Oh,
some.
still didn't
you prove that
apologize.
somebody's a liar and I
As
don't
you
owe them an
realize
apology.
yourself that you were the one of the wrong. You're still the one of the wrong.
But it's
To
okay
be fair.
for you guys to make up white lies, and you don't
What
have
white lie?
fucking word.
What I lied about. I proved
Okay,
it with evidence backing my claim.
The only
Okay, no, but you said you
No,
gave me
okay,
an
no
answer. Wait. You
All
said
right.
you gave me an answer about your speakers and your headset when
And
I
I
asked
did.
you why you go from perfectly reasonable to freaking out in half a goddamn
Uh-huh.
second. It had fucking nothing to do with your
really?
headphones. I was asking you why you get so goddamn hyperbolic. And you gave me an explanation about your headphones, which tells me that you don't even realize you get fucking hyperbolic.
This is being hyperbolic right now. I'm
You
being
have
really
been
fucking
being hyperbolic, dude.
because you people are covering through some lying ass
You people.
attention.
What do you mean, you people? What? You
oh,
don't like me
the-
because
Wait,
I'm white?
did the squirrel who's defending the girl with thousands of little Weibo fans just call out the clown with 10 subscribers a drama whore?
He did.
Are you-
didn't he?
Did this just fucking
Say something real fast.
I'm
Can
gonna
Say
say
something real fast.
wake up.
You can't demand proof and then get mad when someone goes and gets the proof.
Yeah,
So you
well,
can make fun
know
of
what?
he then
That
timestamp.
that
Well,
proof.
Trippy demanded him to.
That proof. He actually, to be completely honest, he offered to do it. He said, "I will do it because that's just the kind of thing that I do." That
I
was
did.
a quote from Guardian, and yet, see, he just admitted.
Hey,
to it.
Red
Yeah,
Guy,
there
can
you
you
go.
go ahead and show
He
your face
admitted
again? I got a
something.
class tomorrow, and I got to teach them about what autism looks like.
Oh yeah, you got a snapshot, son. Got to take a snapshot. Fucking.
You also explain how you said, "Don't go look for those timestamps, man. It's not that big of a deal. Don't go look. You mean you don't have to go get those."
Honestly, I said I didn't care.
No, you said don't, man. You don't have to do
Whatever the fuck I did. Okay, you don't have to. Yeah. Okay.
it. Yeah, you were fucking being a little bitch in
And
backtrack.
then
You were
you
trying
sat there and you still called me a fucking liar,
because
and I
you
asked for
are.
proof.
You
And
do this every
all
fucking time.
all I saw in that proof was you
Hi, Octane. How are you doing, sir?
fucking up again.
What the heck
Because
is going on
there you
now?
go. I got
Hi,
Mr. Octane, and he can play the audio from your little precious timestamps,
All right, no.
and it can be
Can I
played
just-
for the whole 20 people that are probably watching, however many.
All right,
We're gonna
can
play
I
for
just
the
make
whole
a-
class.
Wait, hold on, wait.
on your
Wait,
stream.
can I,
Oh, it's 63 people because drama.
wait. Can I just make a statement really quickly? First
Go
off,
for
let me apologize in case you hear my roommate. He's playing Rainbow Six on my PlayStation. And two, I'm just gonna be a spectator in this because I'm trying not to get into this drama situation. But I'm willing to help out if
Thank you.
yeah.
I
I'm
only
willing to
called-
play like clips or
Good
anything like
voice.
that. If you guys need anything like that, I'm willing to help out on that on either side because I just
Yeah.
want to see what the heck is going on.
So
Alright.
please don't blame Octane for any of your fuck ups, Guardian, because it's just going to be the audio and maybe the video if we want it of the timestamp. So do you have the link to the video?
Why you
Yeah,
no
my
doctor?
I don't know, school and apparently Brockus drama apparently.
Yeah, this takes up a lot of his time. We gotta stop doing this to him so he can
stuff
become a
shit.
doctor. Doctor.
Okay, what do you guys want me to play? Like Lincoln?
Give me a second. I gotta go back through my mention here to grab it.
All he's got is his phone,
no
so it's
problem.
not like he can, like he doesn't have the whole multiple tabs and use of a mouse, and
No, I
he's
don't.
got a lot of excuses for why this is gonna take a while. But maybe they're not excuses. Who knows? Oh, I just made an accusation.
Everybody
That
knows
maybe
I-
it's
I
not
do
an
everything
excuse.
on my phone.
Yeah. That
Insinuations without making a claim are still
him using
claims.
his phone. Him using his phone does not make him in any way, shape, or form a worse person. Like him using his phone. I mean, if I said not using,
Hey, I'm using my phone. I'm walking to get cigarettes because I ran out.
good.
I mean, shit.
It's all good. He likes to do things, and he's doing them with the thing that he's got that works. It doesn't make him anything.
So who am I sending this to? Brockus to Mashi?
No, send it to me. Do you have a Twitter? It's me. You want me to send you? You want to send it through DMs?
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me that. 'Cause I don't know. I don't know
no
your name.
problem. Let me find you. I think I've seen it.
Is it like the Guardian or the? Is it underscore Guardian?
I got it. I got it.
Okay, he's already.
Hey,
I'll give you a
Ranter,
follow just in case.
Sorry to interrupt. Ranter, can you mute yourself? Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
vehicles.
yeah. Sorry. Shit. I
It's
keep
okay.
trying to remember. I'm a little
That's okay.
drunk.
It's okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
there you are.
See, I feel so much like I could get along with Ranter. I really do.
Honestly, Trippy, I'm going to tell you right now. Fuck. No, my issue is, like, I thought this shit was squashed. I didn't see Guardian mention it at all. I didn't see Leaf mention it all. And then you're spamming chat like the shit never ended. And then you're like, well, I got notifications, but you got none from them. So if they dropped it, why the fuck didn't you? And I get the whole you like to troll, you like to stir shit, but you got to let shit settle a few days. Be like, I'm gonna just leave shit alone for a few days.
But at the same time, dude, look, they wanna talk about it on Twitter. That seems to be where they like to do it. I like to do it on YouTube.
Well, I mean, the shit started on Twitter. You threw a Molotov at the end of the stream.
Though. And I do have people that follow me on Twitter and are sub to me on YouTube. And they want to know what the fuck's going on, and they want to hear what my opinion is on things. So I gave it to them.
My thing is, okay, and I've done this, like, look at the James Gunn situation, whatever. You have to stand by the standards you hold others to. And I heard you last night. I heard you last night saying you wanted to squash the beef, and I was actually happy. That's why I didn't give a shit about you guys talking shit during the fucking card game.
I really would have liked to squash the beef, but honestly, that's a waste of meat, man. That's a waste of meat. It gets all under your
I get it. YouTube runs and Twitter runs on beef. Look, I get that.
I know that you don't watch my channel, but my channel has nothing to do with drama.
You kind of brought it up a lot. You kind of brought it up a lot.
Like, as much as I want, it's my
I
place.
get that, and I get that. I do.
And
but don't you think that's
really,
a little
really fresh last night?
Yeah, and I get that. I do. That's why I didn't say shit.
If they had the Hangout link, if they had anything to say, they could have said it.
And I know that. And I didn't say it in the stream, but I mentally gave you props. Like, okay, he sent the link, whatever. My issue is
multiple times.
My issue is, okay, the fact that this shit seems squashed. They weren't mentioning it, and then you start up like the shit never ended.
It was still ongoing last night. Well, today, sure, whatever. I brought it up.
Sorry to interrupt there, guys. Octane's gonna play the audio now because I'm sure he's got to get going. You ready there, Octane?
Okay, I'm ready. I got the thing. All right. Okay, ready? You said 47 minutes and 30 seconds, Guardian?
Yeah, then there's another video too. So.
Yeah, I've seen this thread before.
How long is it going to go for? How long are we going to?
It shouldn't be too long.
Let's not pause it every few seconds.
Yeah, I think it's our own stream. I think you'll be okay. But all
right, cool.
You chime in, Guardian, when it's good, okay?
And just tell me if you want me to stop. Just say stop or anything like that, or pause.
It should only take like a minute or two. It's not that big of a deal. This is proving what he made claims of, and then the second video, my issue with those claims that he then repeated, and he said that why am I going after him, and then I state why I was going after him.
Well, before that, you guys have a $2 super chat from Penoid.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Tema, I tell you stack sandbags and you do a rain dance.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
leave Tema and her nose alone. She's innocent. She's a pure virgin flower in this shit.
Okay. All right. Just to make things going on, I'm gonna play it right now. All right. Let's go. Just first a few second test. All right.
M's once, so I just.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good? Just want to make sure because I had to do a reset. on my
audio's good.
We can hear you. I'm pretty sure the audience can hear you too.
Oh, good. Thank God. All right.
So I just was like, oh, okay, I guess.
I'm just saying, you and Baracus know because I messaged you guys about it. I don't trust that chick Leaf. Not to say that she's ever done anything, but I just have this weird feeling about her. And I will obviously, I just said it publicly, so there you go. I don't like her. The first time I ever heard of her, Tennessee Marine's Twitter had just, he had just got suspended because of an interaction that he, her and him had. And he told me that once she gets into an argument with somebody, she basically sends a little Twitter army after them and claims ignorance and says that she has, nothing to do with that. Kind of weird to be like, oh no, this guy's attacking me, publicly on Twitter. And then her fans are like, oh, let's go get him. And then that person ends up getting suspended. It seems like stupidity, some fucking stupid behavior. What were you going to say, Brockus?
No, you can cut there.
Yeah, I was actually.
Okay.
So this statement was made after it was already shown on multiple streams where that didn't happen, where she didn't, have her fans go after anybody, and where
that I didn't see. All right, streams that I didn't see. Nobody can be expected to see every stream.
Okay, and that's a fair statement. The problem is that when you say this, and then on the stream later on, you insinuate the exact same thing that you got corrected on, and the evidence was there.
Insinuate. Remember that.
Imply.
Imply. Insinuate.
Yes.
But Trippy, you're a liar, and you said this and this and this and this and this. Imply. Implied. Insinuated.
No, that timestamp. Real quick, that timestamp just showed that what Trippy was saying about he had been voicing his opinion was him voicing his opinion.
And that's
what that
that sounded like Trippy voiced his opinion.
It's just an opinion saying about what she did this,
and he
this.
said, from what I heard with the Tennessee Marine thing, this is what I heard. He even
let's not bring up Tennessee too many times. I don't want to keep bringing up Tennessee.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about him at all.
Hold on, guys, hold on. I did want to. There was something interesting in there, in that it did sound like you had suggested there was a connection between Leaf and Tennessee Marine getting his, what was it, Twitter account suspended?
I was just sharing with what I had heard so far about the lady. I personally still, just said I don't trust her. I probably. Okay,
Yeah,
who the fuck knows what my opinion would have been if I didn't hear that first? I don't know. But who the fuck knows? I tend not to trust people.
Yeah, in that clip though, what I had heard was Trippy said, I don't really trust Leaf. I had heard that this and this and this, and he laid it out. And so he's like, kind of, So basically, that clip just showed, Trippy stated his opinion.
No. When you say, oh, it's kind of a weird coincidence. This just happened like this way.
Oh, hey, guess what?
You're implying there's a connection there. I don't know why people are
I have
trying
an
to
idea,
imply that.
Guardian. I have an idea.
Okay,
we have 63 people watching. One's in the chat if it sounded like it was my opinion, and one's in the chat if it sounded like I was saying.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Let's go with argument.
What should the two be?
Let's go with popularity content. Let's go with that.
Let me do devil's advocate here. Let me do devil's advocate here. I'm gonna throw Trippy a bone. Yeah, you say your opinion, but the thing you just said your opinion because you heard that she got Tennessee Marine
It's very
suspended.
possible that may have actually been something that I don't know. My opinion could have been made slightly by that situation. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When I say that if your opinion is based off misinformation or misunderstanding, like you use that.
Was it?
But you use that as your justification for your opinion.
Though, was it misinformation that he did get a 12-hour ban, and it was after an interaction with her?
No, that's not. But yeah,
that's the entire point.
There's a direct correlation there.
Why do you guys keep doing this? Okay, but you're agreeing, but then you're turning around saying, "But that doesn't matter." Stop fucking doing that.
Look at all the ones in the chat.
Pathetic. Christ.
I never got a 2 though.
Identical. He
I never said
it with all his opinion. Now I have been called a liar, but not one, but two people And I have had a bunch of people bitching at me in the background. It is clearly his fucking opinion. It doesn't matter if you like how it's worded or not. It doesn't matter if you like the opinion or not. It is clearly stated as his opinion. And the way he said it and the fact that he intimated from what I've heard prior shows that he was repeating gossip. Oh my God. Trippy's in trouble for repeating gossip. Are you fucking serious? It's the internet and this is the cunt stream. It is the place where we all come to fucking gossip. You are literally mad at him for doing what everybody else does involving this fucking stream. This channel.
Where's the second stream and timestamp? Do you have that?
We need to let Octane play the second one so that
I
this
think it's
way.
like right here. Is it this one? Right here? Because I saw it. I took a little bit on the thread. All right, is it the same one?
I agree with Raiden in the chat. I agree with Raiden. Captain Planet. That is all.
Right.
Yes.
Is this the one, Guardian?
I can't see the screen. Let me check here. It should be the second one with the.
It says
the 319.
Okay, just give me a minute. All right. It's gonna be a few seconds. I'll actually can just be precise. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna play it right now.
There's a gerbil trying to verbally assault me, guys. Should I go and make a live stream about it?
You should go for it, man.
I'm not going to because I don't need to capitalize on something this stupid.
Trying to capitalize on a rumor.
But look at you, cutting out. You want to say that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Is that okay for you?
Yes, Verizon guy, I can.
Okay.
I can't wait till they kiss it then.
Oh, he's gonna kiss my ass. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm stroking slow right now.
Is that it?
No, it's a little bit further than that, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Some gay dude's ass.
This is the exact same fucking conversation we had last week. He has no fucking evidence for anything he's saying.
Yeah, where you came off looking like a retard.
How is somebody who's advocating that you probably have truth and evidence for what you're saying, instead of being a little bit
evidence to not trust someone? What the fuck don't you get about that?
Yes, but you're telling everybody, believe me.
Don't trust Guardian. He comes at people and he accuses them of lying when he has no proof.
Well, what is a statement without any evidence or fact?
Where's an example?
What is that called?
I've heard you make the argument that I made. That's not an example of me lying.
It is exactly that. Because you say, hey, she did this, and then it's shown that she did not do this, and you go, oh, okay, well, my bad. Maybe she didn't do that. You're lying and then getting corrected, and then you're going, oh, well, maybe that's not what happened. And then
So
a
guys,
week later,
did you hear that they found 3,200-year-old cheese?
No, I didn't.
That's pretty
That's
interesting.
a good timestamp.
Okay, you can pause it. So again, it basically he gets corrected after a false statement. Waits a week, repeats the same fucking false statement elsewhere, and then has to be corrected.
What? No. Hold on.
Insinuating that
neither
he
of
had
these two
something to do.
timestamps have shown him making a false statement.
A false statement where
What
he
was
told
the
people
false statement?
insinuated that she had a hand in flagging Tennessee Marine.
That's not a statement.
Implying that
No,
was
that
what
wasn't
happened.
a statement. That was from what I have heard.
It's just a rumor.
That's not a false statement. If
But I
he's
heard-
just saying from what I have heard. And
from
in
other-
the second one, there, I remembered that. Again, there was no false statement laid out. He's not stating straight up that this is what it is. He's saying, it seems kind of suspect. I don't trust her.
Okay, so when I say, oh, I heard that, what's Kadunt? I heard from somebody that you murdered somebody in the back of an Arby's restaurant in 95.
Oh, shit.
And
who
then somebody
told you?
says, exactly, right? And then some jackass says, oh, hey, that's not true. You lie. And you say, oh, okay, well, maybe that didn't happen. Maybe I got that wrong. My bad. But then you go another couple of days, maybe a week down the road and say, don't trust that dumb man. I still don't trust her, and she may have killed somebody in the back of an Arby's in '95. The same fucking thing was restated multiple times, and the insinuation is still there. It is
Alright.
implying something without evidence. That is bullshit. Which is
Okay.
why I called him out the first time.
Yeah, but they're
what?
He's no. If all right, we're gonna use your example that you laid. Someone comes to me, or no, not even comes to me. Somebody lays the claim that I had heard she may have murdered someone in '95. I don't trust her because this is what I had heard. And then I get to hear about it. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, no, I wouldn't trust me either if I thought, I had murdered somebody in '95. I mean, I didn't, and I can present the evidence that I did not. And, and maybe that'll clear it up. But I would still understand.
But here's the thing,
but
Kadam.
I'm a different creature. I'm a different creature. I'm taking things differently. And if somebody decides to go, and again, this is me. But if somebody decides they want to go and be like, hey, don't you fucking be saying that she's murdering people. They didn't. I would stop them and be like, no, this person never said that I murdered anybody. They said that they heard via rumor mill that I did.
All right, but Kadant, if someone if you provided evidence, say someone said that they heard that you did, and you provide evidence to prove that you didn't, but then the same dude a week later makes the same accusation after you presented the evidence, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess you're wrong," or "I guess I'm wrong," and then makes the same accusation a week later, based off the same shit.
But dude, I'm not seeing where I made the same accusation a week
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I
The
didn't see that
timestamp was
either.
kind of bunk.
Yeah, I didn't see any accusations made any time later. All I saw was Guardian admit that he wasn't thinking anything through and he just really wanted Trippy to be wrong.
What?
Because he literally said, in that argument you just had, you agreed that what Trippy said was accurate, but you didn't want it to be accurate, so you
Which
changed
part?
the basis
State me clearly.
definition.
Okay.
I'm not
No,
going to
he
be
just
able to
wants
verbatim
to be
repeat
wrong
it.
pretty
No,
obvious at
when
this
he
point.
said,
That's the problem.
when
That's
you
the problem.
said,
You just stated something,
Hey,
and
let
you have
her
to
talk.
and I'm just fucking dead, young man, so sometimes I can't remember words correctly. I'm sorry. It's part of being dead. I can't do anything about it. I'm trying to get to it, please. Trippy stated it was his opinion, and he said, and I've said, it's my gut instinct and it's my opinion, so there's no need for me to present evidence. And you said yes, and then you turned around and he said, and I may have the sentences wrong, but this is the gist of what he was saying. And he said, so then I'm not wrong. It's just my opinion, and I don't need facts for that. And you said yes, but no, you can't have an opinion without such and such. You guys went into the other half of your Spurgery argument, but you had just said that he was accurate and correct, and that he didn't need to have evidence for his fucking opinion.
Again, no, this is not what the argument is about. Every fucking time you have just restated something.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
Why are you doing it? Every time.
That was a genuine yawn. Sorry.
I don't give a shit.
Big
You
fucking
can have
deal.
an opinion of not. You can have an opinion of not trusting someone. Oh, that's great. You can say I don't trust this person. Fine.
Allow the asshole that started all this shit to say fucking let people fucking speak. I know I talked over him because I was fucking heated, but no, like everyone, like he wants to say his shit, you say his shit. Atema needs to speak because she's been sitting here quiet as shit. Fucking Leaf got her shit out. But this whole thing started when I mentioned this shit. It was just to show that the shit happened. The drama seemed squashed. The drama started back up. I called him out on it. That's my take on it. Like, why are you going to say the shit squashed and then bring it back up? Why are you going to say this shit squashed and bring it back up? I don't see any reason for that. You want drama? Fucking mine some fresh drama. There's drama everywhere on Twitter. You can pick a fight with anybody. Save that shit for when you're on a stream together and you can throw bars at it. People throw super chats. Everyone have a good fucking time. But why string shit back going on? This shit should have been squashed. Whatever. I don't.
Oh, look, if you want to know, I said that Guardian was my bitch on that stream so that I could get a rise out of her. You're still my bitch, by the way.
I mean, whatever
You need to
whatever
admit
you
that
feel, man.
you need to admit
I need to
that
do
you're
what?
wrong. Why
do I need to admit something that's not true?
Hold on, let me reword it. You don't need to do anything. What you should do is admit that you're wrong.
Oh, well, you should kiss my ass because you're
I
just
can't
insinuating I'm
make you
wrong because it makes you feel better.
But you
And
admitted you were
It
wrong.
was proven with the two
No,
times
I say that he's
was
wrong.
played.
I say that look, I say that you're wrong, and I say that you proved that what you've been saying is wrong.
No.
It's over,
Again,
dude. It's
you
done.
guys are fucking
Scream about
changing
it.
what the fucking argument was every fucking time. I clearly
You can
state
scream
what
about it as much as you want, but the court of public opinion can decide what the
The-
situation is.
Okay, the court of public opinion you ran away from on Twitter, the one you bitched out and ran
Fuck
fucking
Twitter, dude. Fuck Twitter.
No, because it wasn't helping you, it was backing you up. You're
Hey.
crying like a little.
Hey,
Ladies
there's that
and
guy
gentlemen,
that I know.
we could all just relax just a little bit. Because frankly, I've been hearing all the fucking spurging left and right. This is the secondary account I use for army purposes, if you get my drift. Catch Army of Snarkness on Monday nights. Anyway, anyway, so my name got
Was that
brought.
low?
Hello.
I'm starstruck. It's Lo-Fi and Army of Snarkness in Atema. I'm so starstruck.
So my name got brought up earlier. I heard my name a couple of times.
Okay, well,
Could you shut up because I'm talking right now?
If you have a beef, I will
No,
let
he
you
doesn't know how to be
Fine.
quiet.
You've had so much time to talk, and I got booted earlier. Now it's my turn to talk. So how about we all chill? How
was gonna
about you
say
chill and let me talk?
You're fucking spurred, dude.
It's a reasonable request.
Guardian, let him fucking
Spurred,
talk.
sir.
No, because I don't know who kicked him. It wasn't me, because I don't even know how to operate Google Hangouts on a fucking
No,
phone.
it
But
was
let
the
him fucking talk. Let him fucking talk.
I booted Anti, I booted Tyro, I booted Zell because
And
Zell
he had
was
good
unfit.
reason.
I
He had good
had.
reason. We're gonna move
It
on.
was
from that.
originally supposed to be just Trippy versus Ranter, but it didn't go that route, so that's why I said, fuck it, just make another account. Come on, I don't give a shit.
Look, from personal experience, I know that when I walk into a hangout where I am fully aware that the majority of the people involved are not going to be on my side is a daunting thing. Trippy walked in here. He was calm, cool, and collected for almost the entire of the first hour until rampant spurging finally made him call somebody names. Now, that's not even my issue. My issue is that my name, by the way, I'm Anti-Hero in case somebody hasn't figured that out yet. My name got brought into shit. My name got into shit for dumb shit. So, according to, last I checked, long-standing cunt stream rule, that means I get a link. Now, unless that rule's changed, which maybe it has, and if it has, then I apologize, Brockus, but last I checked, that was a rule. So I've been privy to most of the shit that's happened behind the scenes because I talk with Trippy a lot. By the way, Trippy does have friends, and they're not just internet friends. He
Yeah.
actually has people he talks to on a consistent basis that actually know a little bit about what's going on. And in fact, I was in or watching a lot of those streams. I know nothing about the Tennessee Marine thing, whether it was Leaf's fault, whether it was TM's fault. I don't know shit about it. I do know that I don't trust a fucking thing Leaf does. I don't trust a thing Leaf does because I watched the cunt stream and I watched Leaf put DM after DM after private conversation after private conversation out in public for everyone to see. Now, let me be very clear. Trippy, that was fucked up bringing that part of her personal life out. And you should be ashamed of yourself because you should be better than that. On the other hand, what ground does she have to stand on? Now, she's not here, so I'm not going to bring her back into it because I'd rather talk to her face to face about that. But she's not here right now, so we're going to go to the other two people. The other two people are Ranter and Guardian. Now, Ranter, I am certain that we can figure out this shit later on. That's perfectly fine. But, dude, you walked into that thing last night in Cards Against Humanity acting like you were buddy-buddy, and Trippy and I both told you we're not sure if we can trust you because you just said you're Leaf's friend. And
But
then
no,
you turn around. No,
I didn't say shit when you guys
this
were
is not your
cracking
turn to
jokes.
talk right now. This is
Okay.
not your turn to talk.
I will let you speak.
Thank you. So,
Very militant.
now, in that, we both told you we're not sure if we can trust you, and we were cool. And you said, "Nah, man, it's cool. Whatever gets said here, I won't do anything about." And then you come on here, and that's the very first thing you do. Now, I understand you have to pick your friends. Okay, I totally get that. I hate being forced to choose sides, but I understand people got to choose them sometimes. But that just screams two-faced shit to me. Now, I'm the kind of person who bottles shit up and I bottle shit up and I bottle shit up until I get really fucking spurgy about it. So that's why I don't do things that make me fucking spurg all the time, like right the fuck now. You see, when I need to get something off my chest, I pick 1 or 2 people I'm really fucking close to, and I rant and vent about it for maybe an hour and a half. And by the end of that hour, I figure out exactly how I'm going to handle that shit. You can ask Kadant that. You can ask Tyro that. You can ask Trippy that, because I've done it with all of them. Now, Trippy does very similar things. He'll get a group of people together. He'll go on a hangout with Cards and Humanity, and we'll just vent about bullshit. Now, is it a bad choice for him to be live with it? Probably. You know, and maybe that's not necessarily, and that's something that you can talk about later. Maybe being live is the crux of the issue. But the point is, he was venting about bullshit to help process it. And you took that to be, how dare you bring back up the drama? No,
No, because it's a misunderstanding, and I'm going to explain it. I'll explain it because
Let Auntie
I wasn't
finish.
going to.
No.
Okay.
Just let Auntie
I'll let Auntie finish. Yeah, go ahead.
That's
Sorry.
my only issue with that is you came across as ridiculously two-faced. And if that's a blatant misunderstanding, fine, we can deal with that at a later point. Let's move on over to the
right
Guardian.
now. I can deal with it right now.
Go ahead. Deal with it right now.
I wasn't going to say shit. I thought the beef was squashed. I let y'all vent. I made my own little cracks about Twitter beef and all that shit. You saw my answers. I made a few cracks, just not even in defense of my friend, but just making fun of the situation. Because the situation, and I told you all that everyone was covered in shit in the situation. No one was right. Everyone was arguing about who was covered in less shit.
You're right. So why did that get here today?
Because I saw Trippy in the chat spamming.
Spamming.
Like the drama hadn't been squashed.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You see, Trippy is what we call, wait for it, a troll. Which means he's going to spam the chat on every fucking buddy. Trippy, who is in my first ever stream, spammed my chat with bullshit.
I did.
As he was in the stream, and he's my friend. Are you tracking yet with what I'm trying to lay down here? Trippy is a fucking troll. No, I'm a troll. I spam everybody's shit. So as for the people that you claimed, because I know you and Guardian have both claimed this now, saying, oh, well, you had all your little people come in. Dude, we actually told them not to come in. We said, oh, God, don't fucking do that. And they went in and started doing white nationalist bullshit in y'all's chat all on their fucking own. Bruni, I'm calling you out, you piece of trash.
I don't actually think that Bruni was watching us live. He just happened to be in the country when I showed up.
So,
I get that.
Yeah.
But if there's a situation...
If you understand everything I'm saying, then why is this still a massive piece of drama for you? Or are you just going to go, you know what? We all had a bit of misunderstanding. You're right. We all handled it shit. Let's move the fuck on.
I actually think that Ranter's been the most level-headed.
That's true, and I'm going to go to Guardian in a minute, but I want to finish this first because he seems the easiest to handle.
Well, no, because you know why? You want to know why? Because when I saw him doing that shit, to me, because I follow Guardian, I follow Leaf, I follow Trippy, I follow you, I follow Kadun. I didn't see anyone mention that shit from last night. And after hearing y'all vent, and you know what? I just let it slide. I didn't say shit. I didn't say, you guys shouldn't make fun of my friend in the fucking stream. Did I not?
I mentioned shit from
I didn't say shit.
I did it today, actually, on Twitter. I mentioned it. Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's the thing. You were making broad general statements. I didn't see you tag anybody. I didn't see you make any direct statements about the drama. And if you did, I missed it. Huh?
I actually tagged Leaf, said I apologize about the whole tree frog thing because
okay, but that's the thing.
Well, see, let me finish here. Okay. Somebody called me out on being dehumanizing by calling her a tree frog, and anybody who knows me knows I really fucking hate the dehumanization shit. I can't stand it. Because I figure if I'm going to go after somebody, then I'm going to go after someone based on, you know, what they're fucking doing and who the fuck they are, not basically the tree frog. So that's why I'm telling you this stuff, because I would hope from your behavior and the way you've been speaking to me in past conversations, not the way you've shown yourself to be today, that you could think about this and go, maybe I misinterpreted this because I got heated.
Well, see, this is the thing. The thing between you and Leaf, that was between you and Leaf. That didn't involve the shit between her and the whole drama that was fucking going on yesterday. That was between you and Leaf.
No, it kind of does, because she likes to include everybody. That's kind of the point we're trying to make here, is that she goes after lots of people.
Well, be careful, anti-hero. To be completely honest, you might end up getting yourself blamed for being a liar because you.
No. See, I'm on enough shit where my opinion's out there. I don't lie, because the truth does more damage.
No, I will say this: everyone fucking does that shit. You get someone talks shit, you talk shit back. Friends jump in.
True.
Okay.
So why are you upset about it? Because of again, what I'm hearing is that everyone got heated and there were a lot of misinterpretations, except nobody's willing, except for me apparently, to go, maybe that's the case.
No, I will straight up say that because my misunderstanding was last night you guys vented. It seemed like the shit was squashed. Cool.
Okay.
Whatever.
I think your biggest issue right now is that you are confusing and conflating two very, very exclusionary things.
Well, okay. I hate this term.
There is not still. Okay, fine. Then I won't use the fucking term.
Well, no. I hate
Why
the
are
term
we
optics.
constantly policing words?
Well, no. I hate that. I'm not.
Issue right now seems to me to be that you are confusing us being having huge beef with us just being dickheads in a chat.
I need to be
Well,
clear
here's the
something
thing,
up
though.
right now,
Like-
guys, for just a second. Look, the beef was, or this beef. Oh my god, 90s words. Nothing was squashed. I didn't get.
It seemed that way. It seemed that way because you're like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to play cards. You guys vented a bit. It seemed squashed.
I did cut off a couple of that last night, but it was a Cards Against Humanity stream. That's all it was meant to be.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, just your stance and your behavior in that seemed like, you know what? I'm gonna just let the shit slide. I'm gonna mute the notifications. Fuck it, it's over. That's what it seemed like.
Sure, of course.
But well, then I come into this chat because I see, the country streaming. I'm gonna hop in. They're talking about some cool shit. And I try to hop into chat, and I just see you fucking just going ham. And it's like, did the drama not get squashed?
If the only person you saw was Trippy, then you have a serious issue with misinterpretation and bias. That's the point I'm making here.
Every other person in here.
Everybody was fucking. Look, Zell and I have recently squashed any issues we had, but I'm still gonna call Zell a faggoty ass bitch in the chat, and he's gonna call me the same shit. No, that is the thing. That is the thing. You're right. See, there's a difference between having beef and just being a dickhead in the chat, and that's all I'm ever doing. And you know what? Most of the time, that's what Trippy's doing. So when you go ballistic, and the only person who looks awful, especially when Trippy's sitting there just talking normally, is going to be you. Now, I understand a lot of misinterpretation. I'm not holding shit against you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over to Guardian, because Guardian, I actually feel some kind of way about.
Well, can I just say, like, my...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm dumb. Go ahead.
Speak your mind.
I'm against, like, I'm not for, like, just to bring up the gun shit real fast. If Gun wants to make fucking pedophile jokes, whatever. But the fact Gun then talks shit about people making other edgy jokes, fuck him, he deserves to be fired. When I hear beef squashed or that people are just going to mute the notifications and move the fuck on, and then shit gets brought up again, it's like, what the fuck?
Here, you got to kind of know a little bit about how I feel about it right now. I would mute the conversation, right? But we're not done talking about this fucking thing. I'm not going to sit there and try to reply to, 4, 5 people. I'm not going to sit there and try to do that. Why would I? It's just because that's exactly what what the people involved wanted me to do. They wanted me to come in there, step in their little trap, and keep, charging around in it until I couldn't walk anymore. I'm not going to keep feeding into that bullshit.
But see, I didn't see it like that. I see so many threads on Twitter that devolve into like 100 different conversations while the main thread is still going on. You didn't have to reply to everything. You had to reply to the main thread.
Plus, this is the first kind of fucking Twitter bullshit that I've been involved in, dude.
So moving first. On there. Because you guys look like you can squash this on your own and on your own time. So
yeah, I think me and him can. So I think me and him are good right now. Shit.
Right.
So my whole thing is, it's like, I still think you're an asshole. I thought you were an asshole the first time I met you. The only reason I said shit was I saw a pattern of behavior of someone saying I squashed the beef, or I'm gonna move past it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna mute conversations. I'm gonna vent with my friends. I'm gonna have a good fucking night.
Ranter.
But then the shit starts up again. And it's
Ranter.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing right now? There's a term for it called perseveration. It's when you obsess on the same thought over and over again and can't get out of the cycle. So take a deep breath.
No, I
get focus on exterior sensations, and that way you can relax a little bit.
I get
this exactly what you're saying. Obviously done at this point. You're just rehashing the same shit. We all know your point. So let's move on.
Yeah, you're right. Shit,
I get you, man. I know exactly where you're coming from.
So, Guardian, I am a little bit annoyed with you. Now I realize that you're looking at me and going, "Who the fuck are you? I don't care." So let me put to you from my perspective how this all looks right now. You look like somebody who is so fucking desperate to win that you will resort to anything, including the abject twisting of your personal reality in order to do so. You have literally been proven with 2 different clips now to be excessively biased, if nothing else. And I'm going to be nice to you and give you just excessive bias. Now, you're right. You did a great job on Twitter. But that's because halfway through the Twitter bullshit, like 4 people told Trippy and Pickle, let's just leave it alone. It's not going to fucking go anywhere. And you know what they did? They exercised the better part of judgment, which is the better part of valor, which is discretion and good judgment, and said, fuck it, we're out. You took that as a victory.
You mean where they
you're done. You're done talking. You've been talking for the last however many hours. So shut the fuck up now.
I've only been on here for less than an hour.
No, yeah, whatever. I really don't care because when I hear your voice, it seems like it goes on forever. It seems like it goes on forever whenever I hear you. So
make a true statement.
Oh my God, could I fucking finish with you? That's your fucking problem, man. That is
okay, come on.
No, listen, Tema. That is the point I'm trying to make. That is his issue. See, he wants to keep shit on Twitter because that way he actually has a chance of saying something. Because otherwise, he can't fucking think. He just and starts saying bullshit while people are trying to talk. And he talks over everybody, which is a ridiculous fucking tactic. He doesn't let anybody fucking talk. But Twitter, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Trippy gave him repeated instances and repeated chances to come talk to him face to face. And what'd he do? You're a bitch, Trippy. You just know you're beaten. But you never face to face him until you're surrounded by fucking friends.
Oh, like right now?
Actually, yeah, until I stepped in.
Where's my friend?
Who's my friend here? Can I finish, bitch? Because I'm trying to answer your fucking question. You keep asking the same goddamn question. This isn't Twitter. I will answer you. Brockus is on Leaf's side. You were on Leaf's side. So by that very definition, Brockus was on your side. You had Leaf in here, who was on your side. Ranter was fighting the same battle you were, so that was on your side. Samaj is ally of the cunt stream and doesn't say a whole lot, so he could be sort of insinuated that he's on their side. Trippy walked in, and initially it was Trippy versus the rest of you.
Well, no. Wait. I will say something to be fair to both Trippy, Brockus, and Leaf. They were all muted. Like I could see the mute notifications on their fucking icons. They were muted. They didn't say shit. So it was just me and him.
Does that change the support? It doesn't.
They are still present if they're muted.
It doesn't change the support factor. So Trippy walked in here with all guns pointed at him. Like, come on.
Okay.
Like, come on.
If someone subscribed to me and I talk shit about someone, does that mean they support me?
Ranter, is this your conversation right now, or am I talking? Am I talking to Guardian or you?
I'm just trying to throw a bone to Samaj and Brockus because they stay neutral on this. They have.
Did I not say that Samaj could only be attributed as an ally by insinuation?
You did. I'm just.
Yeah, I did.
As someone who came in here, I just want to say, like, they were neutral. They were neutral. They didn't say shit.
And as an outside party watching it, that's what it looks like from the outside, and that's the point I'm trying to get across here.
Okay, I get you on that. I'll get you on that. I'll admit to that.
Okay, man, just let it go. Yeah.
Like, I got nothing against Samaj. I'm just saying what it looks like from the outside.
Yeah, no, that's a fair statement. Sorry, go on.
So, Guardian, on top of that, in all these little Twitter feeds, you constantly throw out shit, and I'm not going to name anybody because I don't fucking play that game. I don't throw my DMs up on the wall for everybody to see. You constantly throw out these big names about, oh, you know, so-and-so owes me a favor. Maybe I'll just call him in so you can get the fame you fucking want. So-and-so does this. Maybe I'll just have them do this. Oh, I should get a hold of this. Let me at this guy. Dude, you look like you are so fucking thirsty. Like, Trippy sits there, and Trippy just gives you back as good as he gets, and then when he's done, he's done. And you go, like, you are just sucking as much big-name dick as you can find. And it looks fucking ridiculous. And everybody involved with you looks ridiculous. And everybody involved with you. Now, I've been streaming with Trippy for a while, and do you know how much he cares about fame? Fucking zero. If he cared about fame, he would do a lot more shit with his channel.
Let me speak for myself here. If I wanted to get on the Kumite, you know who I have in my DMs that I could ask to be on the Kumite?
No, Trippy, don't sink his level. Don't name names.
I have enough of the people involved to just ask, like, hey, can I jump on the Kumite once?
Like, you're sitting there, you sit there and talk, Guardian, like you're this incredibly powerful motherfucker with just all, like, you're 6'4", 240, the cock of the fucking walk. But dude, you look like a fucking little kid. Like, you know those little kids?
And he's just internet tough guy.
Tema, you know what I'm talking about because you got
kids. He's an internet tough guy. He's a little mouse with one eye and a fedora. He's nothing.
The young ones, when they play with Legos and shit, and they tell you, mommy, look at this, and you go, what is that? And they look at you, it's the 7, 8, 2100 million 11,000, right? That kind of shit. They just make some big fucking numbers
Yes,
together so that way
yes.
it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you do, Guardian. You throw a bunch of fucking names out there so you sound really fucking cool. But then when you come on here and you finally reach deep down inside to find your fucking ball sack, and it's deep in there because I don't know if you've actually had the balls drop yet. When you finally and you find some spine, you find out that you're completely fucking wrong and you still cling to your, and again, I'm being polite, your excessively biased view that everyone that isn't you or Leaf is a fucking asshole. This all could have been avoided if you had just been like, you know what? I think you're an asshole. You don't think Leaf's trustworthy? We'll part ways.
He's waiting for you to finish instead of listening to what you have to say.
I'm
listening.
I'm just wasting
No,
my
you're not.
breath.
You're not, because you're about
your
look,
skull is just like 4 inches of fucking concrete. I can tell.
I would like to make a prediction. He's going to reiterate the same exact fucking points he's been making for the past hour.
Yep.
As soon as Guardian gets the chance to speak.
Mind reading. That's incredible,
Please,
man.
Go on. Prove me wrong.
Prove him wrong, then, please. I would love for you to do something. I would love for you to look at me and go, man, you know what? You're right. This is all some misinterpretation bullshit, and we should all back off.
Easily enough. How about this? Every time Trippy comes at me with some dumb shit, it all gets fucking peters out, and he goes the fuck away, back to wherever fucking corner he goes to. I don't go and start chasing after him, right? He comes back to me and starts brand new shit. Go, hurry the fuck.
Wait,
that's all you do.
Can I
You
be
are like as
informed
bad
on
as
when
Antoine,
I've
homie.
ever come after you? Have I ever come after you?
I don't know. Did you get on a fucking stream by yourself and whine about me? Did that
Probably
not happen?
because usually if I get on a
Okay,
stream,
that's
I
weird.
have people.
I just might imagine that fucking stream
Excuse
happening.
me,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Talk over everybody.
Wait,
When I
so hold on. When did Trippy do a stream by himself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I
like
have
I'm
my
usually
co-host
invited to most of his streams.
with me.
So do I not count?
I don't know. Was he not on the kind of stream and he was the only one in the fucking chat? And
Does
he's
Pickle not
bitching and
count?
whining about me.
Does I not count? I mean, what are you trying to say? Because once again, we're going with this obvious bias shit.
Obviously, that's just fucking hilarious coming from the fucking peanut gallery where every one of you people are fucking covering
No,
for Trippy.
every
Hold
single.
on,
I
stop.
need everybody to stop for a
I will
minute.
say it
I
right,
need
Guardian.
everybody to
Atema
please
hasn't
stop.
said shit. Fucking either or. She's
Wait.
just saying what's her viewpoint. Fucking Kadant,
I
even
need-
Zell, even though I'll admit he has bias. They're saying their shit on anything. Like,
Can I ask Brockus a question?
Is he there?
Is Brockus there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just having.
Brockus, let me ask you a quick question, man.
Hello.
How long have I been sitting in the chat for cunt streams? Just overall.
For cunt streams?
Yeah, just in cunt streams in general. How long? Couple months?
I've seen you in the cunt stream chat for, I would say, somewhere around 3.5
Yeah,
months now.
yeah. So in those, how often do I troll every fucking buddy?
You literally take me out of context every stream.
Oh yeah,
he
there-
likes
it's,
to,
it's fucking relentless. I do it
He likes
for
to
everyone.
quote you and put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I will do it
Usually I
on. I
misquote
will
him
do it
too.
on purpose because it's fucking funny to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So the reason I bring this up, Guardian, is because I'm pointing out that when you say, "Yeah, you're in there," so I am a hateful piece of shit to everybody.
I don't care.
Guardian,
That's not the barometric of why I'm like fucking doing this. I don't
Guardian.
care if you're a piece of shit. That's what trolling behavior is. That is not my issue. Never
So what
has
is your issue then? Because clearly I am
All right, let
totally
him go ahead and
missing
tell
the
you his
point of
issue.
your
Okay, well, here,
continued
let's make
attempts
a
to
great
win.
fucking insight point. When after the stream, me and Trippy were on and like bitching about I guess this was the second stream clip where you insinuated that me and Leaf had mental fucking disorders to try to prove your point.
Okay.
Who did I did?
Who did that?
Because
Who did
you listed out a disorder and then try to
You're
extract
choppy. I have no idea who you said did that. Who did that?
anti-hero. You were there. So was
Okay,
Atema.
like,
That
'cause
was
I'm
exactly
not-
where
I'm not
That's
calling you a
exactly
liar,
where-
but I am going to need you to repeat my words to me because I don't remember that at all.
No, no. I was there. They didn't.
they didn't.
Wait, how did you just put that? What did they say? They tried to do what to say?
He described a mental disorder where people couldn't fucking control themselves and then tried to extrapolate that to me and Leaf's behavior.
No.
Oh, you mean
What
we
they
called you a
did
bunch
was-
of obsessive, compulsive, impulsive spurgs?
Anti-hero.
No.
Yes, I was there for this. They asked you, do you exhibit this behavior, this behavior, this behavior? Have you been checked for? this.
Hold
Do you know if you have
Trippy,
this or
I can
this?
fix this real easy.
See, there we go. He's admitting it,
It was
fucking
a
took place, and now
Do you know why I was okay with that line of questioning? Do you know why I was trying to figure out the
because
way
you
you
were
guys
leading
thought?
on a question to get a specific answer. That
No, could you let me finish, you unpleasant creature?
Exactly.
You.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Because you're a little bitch, all of you.
No, see, and I'm
Resorting
really
to
trying
name
not to go
calling.
there, but you're really starting to make it hard.
Do
to
it. I don't give a fuck. I want to hear you
You
spurt.
already did
Do
it, dude. You've done enough
So
spurting.
here's the fun fact. See, when I was asking you guys to figure out how you thought, it was because every time I open my mouth, even to say hello, Leaf freaks out. She freaks out about a lot of shit. She's very, very impulsive that way. And I was trying to understand you both so that way we could come to some sort of agreement. Now, everybody but you two in that after stream understood what I was trying to do. Now, admittedly, I was a little flustered, so it probably didn't come off as well as it could, and I apologize for that. I would have loved for Leaf to have been here so I could apologize to her personally. It was one of the reasons I wanted to get in. I already apologized on Twitter. So, and I added her too because I'm that much of a, I can actually do that. So, I wanted to understand the two of you so we could come to some sort of agreement on how to move forward. Because as much as I occasionally would love to see the cunt stream burn to the fucking ground, I think it has a lot of really cool potential, and I like streaming.
Yeah.
So I wanted to understand a person who, unfortunately for me at that point in time, was probably going to be somebody to interact with on a frequent basis. I wanted to understand you because you throw your dick around like it's something important.
You can't throw that little thing.
But your immediate thought process was, he's trying to fuck me over. Now, if you want to talk about mental issues you might have, I would throw in maybe a little bit of paranoia in there too. Now, don't think that I'm fucking accusing you of shit because according to my doctor, I am one step short of acute paranoia myself. So, hey, you're in shit company.
I agree. Hey, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. I understand.
And that's the point I'm trying to make and also not trying to make. I think just maybe, as I said to Ranter, who actually agreed with me, maybe this has been a lot of misinterpretation of people's intentions gone way too fucking far.
Yeah, I'm willing to shake Guardian's hand and say, let's go our separate fucking ways.
It's a paw. Don't be speciesist,
it is a very
motherfucker.
tiny paw. Maybe I should get like a toothpick or something so it's easier for him to grasp. But like,
They don't
I'll
have
shake whatever
thumbs.
you got there. I'll shake your dick, and I'll say, hey, let's go our separate ways. Because, dude,
You know
honestly,
what?
when it comes down to it, people on the internet don't even need to talk to each other. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You can do your thing. I could do my thing.
So if we're all agreed
to
to
not
that,
be called a
then how
liar
about we
anymore.
go ahead and
That would
follow
be nice.
through on
That would be nice.
yeah.
To not be called a liar anymore.
Trippy,
That'd be real nice.
Trippy, if you're going to let it go, then you have to let it go.
No. I'm just saying there are some stipulations. I mean,
that goes for everybody.
I don't expect. What I'm saying is, I don't expect the guy to run to Twitter and be like, "Tripper's a liar." Because
if he says he won't, then you have to give them the benefit of the doubt that he will not. That's how it works.
Here's the interesting thing, right? I don't mention Trippy unless he's currently coming at me. Like I don't
This
go
is-
out of my way.
This is no longer relevant to the conversation.
Well, no. This is me saying if he wants to do that, that's fine by me. I don't go around adding people needlessly.
Insert yourself. You inserted yourself again last night on that whole Twitter bullshit.
All right, look, either we're letting it drop or we're not.
No. I'm just saying you did insert yourself. I said something to Leaf. I did not say something to Guardian. Said it to Leaf.
If you may,
I don't know why.
Can I explain that?
Hey,
yeah,
Kadan?
yeah.
Kadan, hon? Kadan?
Yes? Oh no, wrong business.
Can I insert myself later?
Yes, you can insert yourself into
Love
me.
of God, insert
You can go
yourself.
back to mute now.
Okay.
From the fucking start. Take a running start.
Can I insert myself here for just a brief moment?
Please.
If we're
Samaj,
making
I'm ready and waiting.
damn right you are.
We
Pretty
all
sure you
want
wanna
you
go
to
to bed by
insert
now,
yourself into us. I'm just saying.
Sounds good to me. Now, bitch, shut up. I'm sorry. If we're making agreements on stuff we're not going to bring up again, hey Trippy, can you shut the fuck up about Sarah? She bores me like crazy.
I said anything about Sarah.
I know. It comes up every now and then.
Hey,
just random
All right, no
situations.
problem. No problem whatsoever.
I'm gonna
That's
fucking
not-
at
It's not a
Sarah
deal
for you.
breaker.
Hold
No,
on a sec,
God.
though. I will say this. Look, I've said it before. The two people that I've had issues with that, got big. I hope that they have success in their future endeavors and learn from any mistakes. I don't want to stop them from ever being able to, go back to doing what they like to do. I mean, it's just people get called on bullshit, right? And then as an adult, it's up to you to grow and learn from that situation and maybe not repeat those same mistakes, So hopefully those two can do that. I mean, I wish them a success. Fucking hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking gay.
got
How
me?
nice you are. Would you stop being gay?
Well, no, all I'm saying is that if
No, I agree.
since you said her name,
mindset.
you said her name so much. If Sarah comes back and she's doing streams and stuff, I'm not gonna fucking just attack her just because she's back. Let her do her thing. I mean, everybody's a human. I hope. I might have been calling him a rat and shit. I can let all that shit stop too.
I play a vampire. Does that count?
Or I can stop all that shit.
There's a lot of people.
Why is every pagan an otherkin? Why? No,
I'm not an otherkin. I play it on a show on YouTube.
Hey, it's dude. I ran into that community like years before I encountered the internet, and it's just disturbing to me.
Trust me, there's nothing otherkin or furry about me. I play it on YouTube because it's funny.
I was making a joke. I was just making a joke. I'm drunk. It seemed funny to me. I don't care. No,
now
but
I don't
like,
want to call anti-hero for the future. The other kid.
Like what you guys are saying right now about how everything seems squashed. Like if we squash shit, we don't bring it up, whatever. That's how I thought shit ended last night. I thought that shit was over. Cool.
Again,
well, you've got to remember that
longer relevant to the conversation.
You have to remember too that you were hearing that from one person who currently just wanted to do one stream without mentioning it.
And
well, I heard
Not
it from
the
you
other half.
on that stream last night. You're like, I'm just gonna mute notifications. I'm gonna fucking vent to my friends a little bit. I don't care if it was a stream or in private. Like, I'm
because I had a plan for today. Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Again, none of that is relevant to what's happening right now, which is us killing this and moving the fuck on.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
It is 3 a.m.
Is it? Fuck.
For Eastern, it is.
Yeah, I'm Eastern too. I'm drunk, so I don't fucking know. I'm looking at.
Can I get
all of us? Are all of us
I'm
minus
sorry
Leaf?
for throwing a shitstorm your way, Trippy, at all though? Or are we just because I mean, like, if you're gonna say no,
agree to
Trippy,
squash
you
it and
can't.
let's roll.
If
No,
you're gonna say
like-
no, I can't. Then that's fine. Whatever.
No, between me and Trippy, like I said my piece.
No, not you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
we're good. We're cool. Whatever, man. Like, yeah. But I'm saying, like, Guardian, can you just be like, all right, Trippy, it was kind of stupid to be like having this whole Twitter storm thrown your way over a comment you made.
Hey man, again, this is okay. So slightly, I'm agreeing to squash the issue. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. The Twitter storm thing is you engaged back after I found out that you were on the stream and you were saying my name.
Okay.
So when we were engaging back and forth, it went from a argument to a storm as more people got involved.
Was that storm stupid? Oh, okay. In lieu of saying sorry, Trippy, I was wrong, can you just say that the Twitter storm thing was stupid? Didn't need to go as far as it did.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could probably apologize to Tema for
Okay.
that.
No, I got my answer. I'm good.
Hold on.
I'm good. I got my answer.
Can I get an apology for once?
Go for it.
I'm going to apologize for Tema because if she keeps consistent in saying that she's not lying, she just has issues with memory, or that she doesn't see it the way I do, or different opinions, different perspectives. I can accept that.
Yeah.
And I can accept that as an answer for multiple people.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Like a legitimate question here.
No, go for it.
When you talk, do you use your words intentionally to make people pissed off, or is it just a side effect of talking with you?
Sometimes it's intentional, but at this point, it's kind of been a habit at this point where I can't get rid of it.
I'm glad that Atema took that in a much nicer way than I would. So
I still didn't hear the apology. I just heard him say, I am going to apologize to Atema. I didn't hear him say, I am sorry.
And here's the thing. and I am sorry for insinuating that she was a liar at that point.
That's a long ass apology. It can't just be I am sorry that happened.
Well,
That's a
I have to state, the viewpoint I have now, and then the apology for the before.
Tema, you might want to take some time to
so
unpack that.
the apology is, I am sorry that I insinuated you as a liar at that point.
Yeah.
That is a
Tema?
very politician style
It's
apology.
more
right
than
there.
I've gotten this far.
I've apologized to you.
Yeah,
Tema,
I'm
I
talking
am
about
sorry.
the text stream.
I am sorry that I have talked over you on multiple occasions. I usually apologize right after, but I am sorry that I do that. I do it to everybody. It's not just one person. Guardian,
no bias.
I don't have anything to apologize to you for.
And
I-
Tema, if I do have something to apologize to you for, please let me know, and I will, because I don't mean
Trippy?
Yeah.
What?
Trippy, I'm gonna call you out actually, because I am your friend and I feel that friends should be able to do that.
Cool. Tell me.
Dude, you engaged far too fucking longer than you should have. You can at least apologize for getting that involved in the first place when you yourself said it wasn't something to fucking worry about.
I'm not apologizing for being engaged in something that involved my name.
If you knew it was dumb and you still engage in it, then that makes you just as dumb as the situation.
It took me a minute to realize how stupid it was.
Well, then you could apologize
That's
for
on me.
engaging in the stupidity in the first place. You don't have to
All right,
apologize
I'm
to the
sorry
Guardian, but for the rest of
myself.
us.
I'm sorry to you, Trippy, that I engaged
And the rest
too
of us
long.
who got dragged into it as well, Trip.
All right.
Whoa!
Hey, hey, hey.
Excuse me, though.
Yeah, buddy.
I
No,
told
wait,
you
wait.
guys.
That should be my
I
apology.
told
That should be my
everybody.
apology.
Boys, hold on. Samaj, what were you trying to say?
I feel I have to chime in here because I am Canadian. I'm sorry as well.
Motherfucker, I was drinking my beer and it's all over me. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Anti here, I don't think Trippy owes an apology. He doesn't have to.
Hey, if you think that, then I'll leave it at that. Then.
Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The way I see it, he's defending himself, and I have a viewpoint of what Trippy has done. Trippy has a different viewpoint of what he has done. Neither one of us can agree, so we just have to agree to disagree at this point in time.
That is a real long way to go to say what I had originally said about 15 minutes ago.
Well,
Yeah, it was a while ago, but we don't need to argue about how long ago it was. And I could say that Guardian is right in his opinion. I'm right in my opinion. And
Because they're opinions, and none of them are actually wrong.
yeah, everyone's right in their own opinion.
I want to apologize because I just intended this between me and Trippy. I didn't intend for anybody else to get brought into the shit. I didn't even intend Leaf or Guardian to get dragged in. I didn't. It was just supposed to be me and him. Shit kind of exploded like the internet fucking
You were
does.
new to us. It was your first time hanging out with us. And I got to tell you, man, most people that stream have things to say about other people. It's just like when you're in a workplace, right?
But no, like I get that. Like that's the reason I didn't say shit. I didn't like run to Leaf and like, oh, they were talking all this shit. I just like I took it on the chin, be like, because like
Yeah, you got mad
I've
because
said
I
this
was
before, but
blowing
I've
up
been
the
friends
chat
with
with
the
bullshit.
Leaf. Well, I've been friends with Leaf for years, and I'm still friends with people that Leaf fucking hates. Okay, and I straight tell them, like I said in that stream, I'm fucking Sweden. I don't give a shit if y'all hate each other. I don't fucking care. The whole reason I was like I said shit at all was because it's like I saw, and I'll admit my perception or my opinion, since that word's getting thrown around a lot,
Well,
was
perception works as well for this situation. Yeah.
it seemed like shit was squashed then. You're like, I'm gonna mute notifications, I'm gonna talk some shit with my friends and hang out, I'm gonna go to fuck to bed, tomorrow's a new fucking day.
And it's probably my fault. I should have said out loud, I'm gonna squash it for now. Wait until I get my chance.
Well, like, and honestly, dude, like, as a long-term troll, I know y'all saying I'm 15, I'm actually 30 fucking 2. I just
I
spend
never
all my
said you were
fucking time online.
I never even talked
As a long-term troll, it's like if a shit gets squashed or seems to be squashed or you say anything like that, just give it a few fucking days. Wait for him to fuck up, then
I'm
bring
not
it
a
up.
long-term troll, man. I don't play long game.
I do, but that seems like, but then when the shit pops off again, this whole misunderstanding is happening. Like, well, she fucked up again. That's why he's speaking up, and it's a lot less heat on you.
Look, so for future reference for everyone, if you actually want a 1v1, if you really want to have just a moderator and the two people to talk things through, I mean, no offense to
There you go.
Brockus, or Samaj or to Schmeckel. None of offense to all of you, but this particular platform is the absolute worst choice for that.
I agree.
It will never be a 1v1.
Though I will give Samaj and Brockus credit. They like barely said anything. The only time Samaj even spoke up was to clarify some things about the situation that the chat may have not understood.
Well, as I said, that's why I said no offense to them. I'm not saying they're biased. I'm saying this place has a notorious reputation for getting out of hand quickly.
Well, I mean, that's honestly, that's everywhere in the fucking internet. Like, you cannot find like a solid 1v1.
There are some places. I'm not going to be biased and name any. They exist though. Trust me on that one.
Moonfest Destiny is a good place to go. You get Tyro, who is very analytical, and he will ask the questions unbiasedly. He will call people on bullshit, and he won't yell at anybody. And he remains to be a neutral party.
I'll fully admit, like, I get passionate about shit. I get angry, and it's like I want to see more people do that shit because everyone's like, "Oh, we need to discuss the issues." No, fucking throw some insults and shit. That's why I didn't like. I could have like done 100 times. Well, you're just insulting me. That's the basis of your argument. No, fuck
insults. Yeah,
like
so
that's.
Are we all on the same page now?
Yeah, like
the person I need to talk to left.
Oh yeah. Well, like honestly, I can kind of understand why because I never intended her to be a part of this. It just kind of fucking rolled that way.
And that's actually a question of mine, Brock, is can we get her back?
Leaf?
Because I would like to actually apologize to her.
Her phone was overheating, so she bounced.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like her text situation's like mine.
Could someone convey my Twitter message to her? That'd be great.
I'll hit her up, dude. I'll hit her up for you. She'll see
I'm
my.
not holding my breath. I don't care.
I don't need her to. All I need for her is to know that she saw it. That's all.
Tema, I'm apologize to you. I never attended for you. I don't even know fucking Zell. Zell shouldn't have been in this shit. Fucking.
Oh, Zell's my nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, Zell
is my roommate.
I don't know.
He
I don't know
lives
Zell
in my house, so there's no chance.
I know. I get that. I get that.
How many times can we say nigger before the stream gets just turned off, just shut down by YouTube?
Hold on, wait, let me go get Zell.
We'll never know.
So everybody is okay with letting this drop and moving on to bigger, better, different drama, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get some good drama. It's fucking like me. Next thing you see, it's like it's a team up between me and Guardian, and we're both collecting information and sucking each other off. It's gonna be great.
There is one thing I want to stay just in defense of everybody.
You can be there
because this situation will come up because it happens in fucking internet drama. It's still if you make an accusation, someone's like, "Where's your proof?" But your proof is in DMs. But otherwise, you're a fucking liar. And you only show the relevant information. Like, you're not just releasing all the DMs of, like, shit that isn't even relevant. Fine. Like, I'm cool with that just to prove your point.
This is an entirely different issue that will take another hour and a half to unpack.
I know. That's my stance on it. If you have proof.
All right. Samaj, do the Samaj thing.
Yeah, get us out of here.
Sure thing. I'm sorry.
Burn it down.
Like 8 years in. I'm sorry.
First of all, Brock, you still there?
Dude, I do owe you an apology, Samaj, because I feel like I kind of came at you a little hot too, dude.
Well,
I really didn't mean to treat you badly. Or you, Brockus, because I'm pretty sure I told you shut the fuck up. So I'm sorry, guys.
I think you and I had a little back and forth over there, and
Samaj,
I will say
too.
It actually hurt Samaj. I didn't mean to do that. I like you too much.
I haven't given you a reach around lately. And I know that's really fucking mean to me. And all
right. Stop with the gay shit. Just Samaj, do the Samaj thing.
Don't worry. I'll give you a facial later.
Did you give Samaj a reach around and you tug a little bit? It goes.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, shut up.
It's supposed to be in private there. Okay. Well, we had the. I'm sorry too. We had the unapologetic Canadian, apathetic ranter, Zell, Trippy Poop, myself, Brockus. I'm going through the list. Anti-hero, Octane Gamer. Just going through the list right here. Atema, Lo-Fi. Yeah, Atema. Lo-Fi. Schmeckles here in spirit. I think that's everything. Did anyone else come in here that we kicked?
Zell?
Nah, that's it. That's it. Clean your cocks, clean your cunts. Praise be unto Sniggle. Rinse and repeat. Get the fuck out of here.
Subscribe to Moonfest Destiny.